people are so free. We must stand together as one. We must stand with our people today. They are fighting for their freedom. They are fighting for their freedom. We must stand with our people. They are standing as a people. Fellow Ambazonians, fellow brothers and sisters, fellow wishers, well-wishers, our fellow sympathizers, the international community, America, Belgium, UK, and everyone that sings for us, like Canada, we want to thank you so much for your endless support. Congratulations to all Ambazonians. A big, mighty, fat congratulations to all the patriots, to all Ambazonians, to everyone standing so strong. We thank you, we appreciate you, and we continue to say we are stronger together as one. We want to thank everyone because the winning we have now is due to your collective efforts, due to your consistency, your devotion. It is due to your commitment, your determination to be once again a free people, your commitment to have Ambazonia as great as never before. That is exactly why we are winning today. You did not give up because you refuse to look back. You refuse to look at our problems within us to conquer you. You look at the greater image, the freedom of our children. Fellow brothers and sisters, before I start, let us share and invite and build a platform so that I drop the unity message that I have for today. The appreciation message that I have for all Ambazonians. And I don't care which faction or group you belong. The message is a neutral message for everyone so that we can push the struggle to the finish line. Thank you so much. God bless you. Continue to share and invite as we build a platform so everyone can come. Thank you so much. The message is by the video you watch is by Abzi J. Abzi J is one of the artists that's crying every day about what is going on in our land today. Listen to that.
Something is killing me slowly, and I'm feeling so lonely. But this thing I must to talk, oh. All my people, they for bush, oh. And our children are they go for school, oh. But nobody fit to talk, oh. We get to plenty, so many things where we really want to complain to you. See these people where they kill us, not the people where they got for protect me, yeah. Our children, they for prison. Our leaders, they for prison. Now they calling for dialogue. Now who and who go talk, oh. That's why we pray to God. Heal our land, heal our land, heal our land. Cause all our people are dying, and our mothers are crying. Heal our land, heal our land, heal our land. Cause all our children are dying, and our mothers are crying. Yeah. But I don't know what's up, oh, at all, oh. This war is bigger, and one man of it put a stop, oh. So make we put them all together, oh. I see plenty people don't die, and the house they went burn. I saw the people they need so far. Everybody running helter skelter, the children they suffer. There is no food and shelter. Our children down the suffer, while the leaders living la vida loca. Yeah. So now who's we go so Cameroon do. We get to plenty, so many things where we really want to complain to you. That yeah. but they don't know what's up, oh, at all, oh. This war is bigger, and one man of it put a stop, oh. So make we put them all together, oh. I see plenty people don't die, and the house they went up, and I saw the people they did so far. Everybody running helter skelter, the children they did suffer, there is no food and shelter. Our children down the sofa, while the leaders living la vida loca, yeah. So now who's how we go, so Cameroon, no. We get to plenty, so many things where we really want to complain to you. That, yeah. See? Hey, what you Mabaminda, now who's how we go, so. Something is killing me slowly, and I'm feeling so lonely. But this thing I must to talk, oh, yeah. All my people they for bush, oh, and our children now they go for school, oh, but nobody fit to talk, oh. We get to plenty, so many things where we really want to complain to you. See these people where they kill us, not the people where they get for protect we, yeah. Our children they for prison, our leaders they for prison. Now they calling for dialogue. Now who and who go talk, oh. That's why we pray to God. Heal our land, heal our land, heal our land. Cause all our people are dying, and our mothers are crying. Heal our land, heal our land, heal our land. Cause all our children are dying, and our mothers are crying. Yeah. But they don't know what's up, oh, at all, oh. This war is bigger, and one man of it put a stop, oh. So make we put them all together, oh. I see plenty people don't die, and the house they went up, and I saw the people they did so far. Everybody running helter skelter, the children they did suffer, there is no food and shelter. Our children down the sofa, while the leaders living la vida loca, yeah. So now who's how we go, so
the music is by
so many things where we really want to
Abzi J. Abzi J is the same artist that sing the music entitled Victory. This one, he is the same artist that sing the music Year of Victory. The music Year of Victory is by the same artist. So I want to thank this cry, because that is why we are here. Because our people are suffering. Our people are suffering so much. And everyone is crying about the suffering of our people. You must have heard the song I was singing. And I think that I want all of us to sing that song again for our people that are suffering. There you go. This is a message of congratulations to all Ambazonians. Why we need to stand together, why we need to give credit to everyone that is fighting, because the winning we have today, no one can single-handedly take all the credit. And if you see anyone taking credit, they are seeds of discord. But people that have come to discourage us, we must encourage one another and stand with one another. Even when we fight to win, we should remember that the winning is because our people have decided to stay only in the bushes if there is no independence. Our people have decided to stay only in the refugee camps if there is no independence. And that our brothers and sisters in Ground Zero have decided to hold grass very strong, to hold their arms to defend their women and children, defend our women and children, defend our entire motherland. So if any winning comes, let no one claim the winning, because the winning is in connection to the collective effort that we have today. And even if I have the courage today to go down there and hold grass, I am holding grass because there are 8 million people behind me. So whatever I do, there is that encouragement, the motivation of the 8 million people that are standing together and saying that yes, go, we clap hands. Anytime any of our faction win, is for us, is for everyone. Without the people, no one will exist. Without the people, there's no leader. Without the people, there's no group. That means that the winning is for the people. That is how we are going to do. So let us sing this song together. Let us sing this together with Ground Zero. Our Ground Zero is so free. We must stand as one people. We must stand together as one people. Our Ground Zero is so free. We must stand together as one. We must stand with our people. Must stand with our people. We must stand as one people. Our Ground Zero is so free. We must rise up as one people. We must stand together. We must stand together as one people. We must stand together as one. We must stand with Ground Zero. We must stand with our people. Our people are suffering today. Only independence. The only solution. The only solution is independence for people. Almost stand today, stand with our people. We must stand with our people. We must stand together as one and fight with our people. Fellow Ambazonians, I might not have a good voice to sing, but the message is that we need to stand together with our people in Ground Zero back home that are suffering in the bushes and forests because they cannot stay in their homes, and many of them, majority, because their homes have been burned down to ashes by Cameroon government military. By the Cameroon government military of preoccupation, the illegal military in our territory, in our land, in our motherland back home. They have made life very unbearable for our people, burnt the houses and homes of our people, and set their properties, everything destroyed. Cows have been slaughtered, the pigs, livestock, and farm crops and products, and even the harvested products have been burned down to ashes. And we all have seen that. Images and everything is unmeasurable. This is why I call for unity to all Ambazonians people. That's why I call for togetherness. Let us stand with our people and end the impunity. Let us synergize together as one people. Let us learn to stand to apologize to our people at any time when we make mistakes. Because we know, we understand we are humans, but to err is divine and to forgive. To err is human and to forgive is divine. We will not slaughter anyone who stands and utter an apology for the misdeed. We will not slaughter or kill anyone or arrest anyone who stand together and admit public mistakes. It is part and parcel of a people that are educated to free themselves. We are not going to have a freedom where people can commit mistakes and don't come out and humble themselves. But why, if you come out to humble yourself, even when you are not wrong, and that humility is going to lead us to the promised land, that become one of the most heroic take. Call all Ambazonians to become heroes and sheroes. I call everyone, not because you are wrong, not because you are right, to do the things that you think that can take us ahead of time. Fellow brothers and sisters, my fellow brethren, if we look along the line where there is somehow maybe misunderstandings among ourselves, it's because at some point we are so stiff. And I understand why we are stiff, because Cameroon government has shown us where the chicken urinate. Where scientifically you cannot see except you do some scientific experiment. No one can lay in the layway see where the chicken urinate. But the government of Cameroon has taught us every evil thing on earth. And so many of us that we are so fortunate, maybe privileged in a slave manner to work for Cameroon government, have the same mentality. For every time when you stand for the people and you speak for the people and the people criticize, even if you think you are right, you are not speaking for yourself. You're bound to retreat and maybe do some kind of education. Try to get your people along with your message. The fact that your people criticize your message means they don't understand. If you think your message is clearly and honestly from heaven, from above, from the bottom of your heart, and you have no maxim except the people's happiness, pursuit of happiness and liberation, you are bound to retreat and look at the people's way and find a way in order to put the message. Our people have suffered a lot, and for so many times their problem is if this message is going to compromise their struggle. For the most time, it's insecurity. The insecurity our people have, and we know those insecurities are legitimate. Because a people have suffered for 58 years now, counting. 58 years is not 58 hours, it's not 58 days, it's not 58 months, it's not 58 weeks. We are talking about decades of years. More than 5, close to 6 decades of years. We are talking about more than a century our people have suffered. We call all the leaders, all the frontliners and all the activists to embrace the truth. Nothing can set the people that have suffered except the truth. When you speak to your people, we should limit the propaganda within us. There is no way a toll of propaganda that's a winning toll against the enemy can ever work within us. We should, whenever we report for ourselves, we should know there are fact finders in ground zero. We now have not only our own local fact finders, not even our own media fact finders, but we have international fact finders on ground zero. And you know, our international fact finders have not only gone to see what Cameroon government is saying. They want to compare what the social media is saying in conformity to what is happening in ground zero. I come at this time because I have noticed the influx of the international fact finders from different countries and different big INGOs and NGOs. Call all Ambazonians to humble themselves and speak at least the truth during this time of fact findings. Remember that at the time, if they see a disagreement in terms of facts between the social media and the ground zero, then they might do diplomatic tasks in countries where we are, and you know what can follow suit. I might not be able to want to say it out here because I don't want to give the way forward. But you have to understand and use common sense that if you hear that fact findings are down there, all the information that we give out should match what exactly is physically going down there. I therefore call all Ambazonians, activists, bloggers, frontliners, and journalists to report justly. This is not a time for propaganda. This is not a time for propaganda. Because we have international fact finders, the United Nations, the Human Rights Watch, we have Doctors Without Borders, we have Amnesty International, we have the CIA agents, the FBI agents, We have all Interpol agents are down there. The United Nations Security Council. They are all down in our land now as we are talking. They are coming in different styles. Some of them are using proxies. Some of them are using journalists. Some of them are using social media. In what we say competitive politics. There are so many competitive politics theories. So many are using competitive politics. The link between social media and ground zero, the reality, La République du Cameroon and the international and the diaspora. I call each and everyone to speak the truth and nothing but the truth to serve motherland. Just a little truth and save our life. I call each and everyone to speak the truth. I call everyone to speak the truth. Fellow brothers and sisters, we should mastermind the things that divide us. We should look at how we are where we are today. Let us go back to the drawing board and see what tried to destabilize us. You will know, and you will know that the enemy is not asleep. The enemy has been at work even before our lawyers and teachers went on the street. Don't we not say it is 58 years we have suffered? I was not there in 58 years ago. I was not even in 50 years ago. I wasn't even in 40 years ago. I am just clocking into 30 years where I was there alive. We all acknowledge that all my life, as old as I am today, Cameroon has had only one president, dictator, tyrant Paul Biya, who has manipulated and made our people to suffer the way we are today. Amended the constitution of Cameroon for more than 30 times to suit himself and nothing but himself. Even at this time when we are fighting, he still continues to manipulate the Cameroon constitution to bring decentralization, force bilingualism and multiculturalism with us, force the disarmament to us, doesn't work, of course. Force the commission, the ad hoc committee on us, it didn't work. 2 billion francs given to our lay school, it didn't work. 1,000 bilingual employment didn't work. Bilingualism and multiculturalism commission on us, forcing everything on us, it didn't work. Disarmament commission didn't work. Lied about Ambazonians are disarming themselves, they are laying down rehabilitation, it didn't work. Then they call for a fake national dialogue where they sit down in their country and they decide what happened in our land. It didn't work because we have decided to hold our grass, hold our stamina and say we are not going to back down. I want to shout out to all Ambazonians. Congratulations to everyone in our African culture. I want to show you how happy I am for all Ambazonians because you refuse to give up. Because you continue to stand up. Because you say you will not look back because of the blood of your people that have been killed. The special status will not bring back the life of our people. Decentralization can never bring back the Mami Api that was burned down by Cameroon government to ashes. We all know Cameroon government refused. There is no Anglophone problem. And now you want to bring Cameroon to a decentralization, to a special status for what that doesn't exist. Fellow Ambazonians, I want to thank all of you for your resistance. I want to thank all of you for all your effort you have put in the revolution. Without your effort, we will not be where we are today. Without your resistance, we will not be where we are today. The winning is completely yours and yours and yours. Yesterday the winning is yours, today the winning is yours, and tomorrow the winning is yours. Our independence will never be for Nigeria, never for Ghana, never for America, never for France. It is only ours and is only going to serve the purpose, the pursuit of happiness, protection of our human dignity, protection of our territorial integrity. Congratulations to all Ambazonians. To each and everyone that's watching, you press the love button for yourself. Let me show you the way I am so happy. Because if I am happy, we are fighting to preserve our dignity, our cultural heritage. What we inherit from our ancestors. The culture, our dignity, our heritage, our values and belief. Where our faith is, the land where we were born and raised. We believe in that land. Press the love button for yourself why I show you in our African culture how happy I am in our own African culture. There you go. And fellow Ambazonians, that is the style I feel right now. I feel if I was inside the masquerade, if I was a masquerade, that's how I would be flipping myself, because the people have refused to give up. Cameroon government has set a lot of impunity to our people. Torture, barbarism, vandalism, rape, classified rape. They have gone and prepared and come and rape our people, that when they rape, because we love our women, we are going to prefer not to give up. We said, no, you are simply raping our people today, like the same way you rape our grandmothers, the same way you rape our mothers, and you are raping our sisters today. We will not bow down. So we cannot give up. You have raped our generations for 58 years now. And if you think that you can rape our sisters today and our wives and will give up, we are simply telling you, no, that will not happen. Congratulations to all Ambazonians for not giving up. You tortured our lawyers because you know that all the citizens believe in their lawyers. You know, when you torture the lawyers, they are going to be like, oh, if you can torture lawyers, these are people who protect the laws. They are people who can defend us in the courts. Then if you torture the lawyers, we are going to give up. Ambazonians said, no, you torture the lawyers just as you did in the 90s, in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 2000s and the 2010s, and now 2020s are coming. The people simply say, no, they will not give up. You tortured our teachers. Arrested person with it. Arrested teachers. And you will think that because we believe in our teachers. Because those are people who have been struggling to give us quality education before you are trying to bring a crooked academic curriculum. And our teachers have been saying, no, they need to maintain the academic curriculum of the Anglo-Saxon education system. You bring a Frenchified, assimilated French education system to corrupt and kidnap our freedom. Our teachers simply say, no, they do not give up. Congratulations to all the teachers of Amazonia. Congratulations to all the lawyers of Amazonia. You went and tried to bribe our trade union. Try to bribe our Okada men. Because you know they don't have jobs. You know they don't have money. Try to bribe our taxi drivers. Our buy and sellers. They simply said no. The reason why they are doing buy and selling was because they never had jobs. The reason why they are doing Okada with certificates in their pockets because they never had jobs. The reason why they are doing taxis with master's degrees and bachelors in their pockets is because they didn't have jobs. They simply told you, you are the enemy, you are the terrorist, you are the tyrant, you are the dictator, and that La Republic will never, Cameroon will never ever control Ambazonia again. We want to say congratulations to all our bike riders, our Okada men. You are so great. Trust me, you are the most targeted. Cameroon has targeted you people. Burn your bikes, kill your colleagues, assassinate your colleagues, and even cause in-house fighting among us and you people. You people did not give up. Even when sometime we turn against you, you refuse to give up. Even when La Republic of Cameroon caused killings, mass killing and burning of bikes, subjugating you to a lot of problems, the bike owners trying to sue you for their bikes, you have not given up. Congratulations to all Okada people, to all bike riders of Ambazonia. God bless you all. To all our taxi men, I want to thank you immensely because you face a lot of troubles. They want to use your taxis to even kill your people. I know how you are going through all this. I know how you went on the street when we saw it even during the consortium time. During the consortium time, the taxi union was one of the biggest union, the taxi and Okada rider, one of the biggest union. We want to thank you all for resisting, for standing and saying that the reason why you are a taxi man is because they have never given you employment. Anyone can go to the military, even after phase school. They have never allowed you people to pass concourse of the military because you have no bribe. The reason why you are standing today and not giving up is because you never had any employment from Cameroon. To anyone watching here, please give a hands up to all the taxi drivers. Everyone should give a hand clap to all the taxi drivers. Press the thumb up, press the love buttons for all the taxi drivers that never had jobs, never had employment, decided to stand with their people, and they're still standing with their people today. Despite all the impunity, they have respected the ghost towns accordingly, respected the laws of the land. They have done everything. Despite the small little money they earn from their taxi jobs, they have had families, children, and their wife, but they are still able not to give up today. To everyone that's watching here, press that love button more than 2 times for our taxi men. To our Okada men, you drive Okada, you ride your Okadas, very cool mornings, cool evening, in the dust on 3rd route. You are the chassis of the Okada. You are everything. You fall, you break your legs because of bad routes. You fall, you break your systems. There is no insurance policy in the place that can take care of you, because the system is very old, outdated, and decayed, dilapidated. 19th century Octagoran dictator, tyrannic type of system that we cannot even categorize in this 21st century. Okada people have been so wonderful. You have been very great in the revolution. They have done everything to bring you to a delusional way, to bring you to very gullible standards. You have refused. You simply said no. Everyone press the thumb button to all the Okada men. They have been wonderful. They are the ones that are going to be the future leaders of tomorrow as we are fighting. We are not forgetting that. We want to thank our Bayam Selam, trade unions, business people of Ambazonia. We want to thank you so much. All the business people of Ambazonia, all the traders, Bayam Selams, we want to thank you so much, so much. I don't even know how you are succeeding. Your shops have been burned down by Cameroon. They seal your shops. They cause a lot of problems to you. They even hide behind Ambazonians to cause chaos to you, ask ransom from you. Atanganji Post Group move around and ask ransom from the business people so that business people can have no capital and they will not have what to eat. Because of suffering, they will turn around and fight with their own soldiers. Our business people, though, being very broke today because of the struggle, being poor today because of the struggle, your shops have been sealed. One of the person that used to seal the shop was called Mio Ekema. He's nowhere to be found today. Let him come from his grave today and seal your shops, because you did not give up. God came and act on your behalf, and Ekema today will never come back to life, no matter whatever Cameroon do. Where they take all the money from the international bank, from IMF, and give to La Republique, Ekema will never come back to life. And the next mayor of Buea, you have seen him. He don't want to do what Ekema was doing. Even when Atanganji Paul come and preach that they should be doing like Ekema, no one in Buea is ready to lose his life. In fact, we have witnessed resignation versus resignation versus resignation from the upcoming colonial election. We want to thank them. We are coming to them, by the way. So we want to thank everyone, the buyer and seller, those who are selling in the market. You know, you are business people. Even mama, you the roast plum beside the root. You roast corn beside the root. You are a business person. You are a CEO because you own a business. Those businesses will be registered so the government can help you and give you subvention. So some of the people like us can have the government like, we want to help those singles people that are CEOs. We want to give them 50,000, 100,000 to improve from maybe from burning plums beside the root to owning a small restaurant. Maybe from upgrading from selling soya to owning a what they call shawarma. Maybe to upgrade from selling corn in a tray or selling groundnut in a tray to owning a groundnut factory. That is actually where we are going to, fellow brothers and sisters. So anyone that sell in the market, maybe you sell okrika, second-hand used clothes, maybe from wherever, we are going to give subvention. You will open a shop, a clothing shop. You will have a shop in your locality, in your jurisdiction. Everyone will be the one in charge of their jurisdiction. Forget about the chiefs and fund. Those chiefs and fund have gone to Yaoundé. They sit in Yaoundé. They have injected them with bad spirit and they want to send them back to any chief and fund that come back to our land. That Satan will receive them in heaven, in hell, wherever. That Satan will receive them in hell. And if we have to send them to God, God will decide their fate We don't have to do judgment. But it is our duty and our right to protect the life of our nation, the right of our children and girls, by sending any enabler to God for God to decide wherever they go to. That's none of our business. We know Satan is hungry. Satan want to drink juice that is very fresh and eat fresh barbecue, fresh soya. It is our job to feed Satan. That is our job, to feed Satan and protect the people of God. So we want to thank the buy and sellers, the marketers, those who are selling in the market. Those of you who go to the market and stand in a small tiny place, it shall soon be over. You shall have shops and sheds in market areas. You shall now sell in classified sheds. The government is going to build. Your business taxes shall be subsidized. That is where we are going to when it comes to business, come to economy. We are going to bring the same system that happened in China. So many years ago, China was poor and broke. Why I studied this book? The Chinese economy. We are going to bring the traditional economy style. I read it in this book. How the traditional economy style works. We are going to implement a traditional economy in Amazonia for the beginning. For the first decade in Amazonia, it will be strictly traditional economy. I will explain to the Ambazonian Ministry of Development, Finance, Planning, whatever. We, the people, will explain what the traditional economy is, how it operates, how China used it to be where China is today, how China used it to become one of the most stable economy on earth. At this time, China beats America in economy. In fact, America is indebted to China. America is owing China. That's what I'm saying here. China, every country, most of the country are indebted to China. China has become one of the powerful nations on earth when it comes to economy. And that's why I went to study this for our nation. I went to study this macroeconomy for our nation. We are not like birds swimming without wings. We are not like blind people going to swim. We know where we are going to. So all the buy and sellers and marketers, all the business people and CEOs in Amazonia, it is over. Suffering is over. Suffering is over. Just continue to be doing great jobs as you are doing. So many of our soldiers mentioned good things about business people in Amazonia. So many of our soldiers have mentioned so many great good things about you people. We don't want to call it for security reason. We know everything that you have been doing to your soldiers. God bless you. Your business will prevail. Once the soldiers mention how you are helping them, we put everything in the records. Those of you that are helping soldiers in Ground Zero, I am telling you that for the first 5 to 10 years, you will never pay taxes in your business. So long as some of us have facts. Every government has what they call a waiving program. Waive. The waive means forgive program. You have to pay taxes, you will be waived because of the humanitarian gesture, the charity you did during the time when the people needed help the most. There is no time Ambazonian will ever need help like now. There is no time in history any people that fought war will ever need help like during war. During war, if you give something like this, as small as this, after war, if you give big like this, it is not even significant. During war, anything like this is so huge and mighty and very significant. After war, even if you give 10 billion to Ambazonia, I am speaking to all Ambazonian rich people abroad. Those of you business people abroad that own millions and billions. Some of you are soccer players, football players. You have more than 500 million in your bank accounts. I want to tell you that 1 million for Ambazonia now is bigger than your 10 million after independence. Because if everyone waits that they will only sponsor after independence, who will give the little that is going on now? You want to sponsor after independence because you now know that you can come and do business, because the nation is now safe, because monkeys have fought and won, and now baboons can come to it. If you have money and you believe that money can buy everything, after independence, that's when you will discover that money may be able to buy everything, but by the time you invest, all half of your money is gone in taxes. Let me repeat myself. Maybe you think, yes, money can buy everything. I agree. After independence, as you are not supporting now, by the time you finish to invest that your 500 million, more than 200 million must have gone in taxes and establishment. That is when you will know that the compensation for people who are fighting for independence will be given. That's why some of the people that are fighting today, those business people abroad and those business people in Ground Zero that are supporting their soldiers, the Ambazonian soldiers, Tomorrow you will operate for almost 5 to 10 years without taxes. That is the fruit of your labor. You are going to harvest what you sow. You reap what you sow. And what you are sowing now, you are going to reap it bigly and fatly. We want to tell the business people in Grand Zone that are happy. There is no way we are going to allow diaspora to come and overshadow you in business. We have heard in economies that every government have to protect their home companies, small and medium-sized enterprises. In Cameroon, it was written in books, never in practice. We are going to make sure that the small and medium-sized enterprises and startups are protected. We are going to do so in the tax system. We are not going to go out to be preaching blah, 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 blah. It is a taxation system. Progressive taxes will be applied. Progressive taxes will be applied that favors startups and small and medium-sized enterprises. We know where we are going to when it comes to macroeconomics. So I want to thank the business people. You are the key in the society. You are the center of the society. That's why I took long to address all the business people. Everyone that do business, whether you are selling corn, pork meat, chicken beside the root, whether you are selling roasting soya, whether you are doing patch corn, whether you are selling groundnut or cigarette in the tray, your suffering shall soon be over. Your past is over as we arrive. I want to take this opportunity to thank all our people that are in bushes and forest. You have decided not to go down to Yaoundé to sit in that fake national dialogue. You decided not to listen to Cameroon, to come out on the street to say everything is okay. The reason why we are still fighting today is because we see your commitment. We see your devotion, your consistency. You say if Cameroon should say anything in your life, better you die in the bush, better you die in the forest. And that's why we don't hold grass very strongly and bigly. That if our people should be killed, better all of us should go. We want to thank all our population that are standing strong and resisting in the bushes and forests. We want to say it shall soon be over. America is now talking for us. Belgium is speaking for us. Even France, that is Cameroon father, is now talking and asking for fact finders. You know why France is doing that? Shame know that. They know that the fact finders from UN will come and say France was the one that was sponsoring beer. For that to counter in political science, they call that counteraction. They want to counter it, but that will not work because we already have every recording and everything. Those French troops that were in Cameroon, they serve to us as evidences and credible evidences, and nothing more but credible evidences that France and Cameroon are like a wife and a husband. Yes, and the military are their children. And they send their children to come and kill us, rape us. And all the military they send to Ambazonia are all Francophones. The president, the Francophone. Everyone Francophone. Minister of Finance, Francophone. The one that write and pay the salaries of those terrorists, Francophone. And the sardine, Francophone. Everything, Francophone. Bread, Francophone. Everything produced, Francophone. That cannot work anymore. Never again shall that happen. Now I want to thank all the people in the refugee camp. To everyone in the refugee camp. All the young people in refugee camp, I know you are the weak ones. The young people in my age, if you are below the age of 45 and you are in the refugee camp, guys, I know you are the weakest one, except those that are sick, those that are handicapped, those that are in the refugee camp in my age, at the age of 20s to 45, you are the weakest one. We know that. In every society, not all the fingers are the same. You know why I want to congratulate you? It sounds surprising that I want to congratulate you after saying you are the weakest one. I know you are weak. But I want to congratulate you for one thing. You decided not to join Atanganji Paul. You decided not to succumb yourself to La République. But you decided to follow the women and go to refugee camp. And you are playing a fantastic role in the refugee camps. I have watched the videos and everything, communication and WhatsApp groups and chat groups from refugee camps. And I've seen how great some of you are doing. You are taking care of the disabled people. When food comes, you are the one who distributes the food. You bring order in the refugee camps. If somebody is sick, you are the one to take to the hospital and be a caretaker. I want to thank you so much because everyone cannot do the same thing at the same time. That is called division of labor. In that case, you are not weak. In that case, now I say you are not weak because you have picked a position and you are playing that wing very well. So pardon me for saying that you are weak. In that case, my apologies. Because I have seen videos of so many of you doing great in the refugee camp, taking care of the old people. Some of the people have wounds. I have seen you taking medication, and you are applying in the wounds and dressing those wounds. Seeing you cut abscess of people and drain the pus from people's abscesses. Clean people's wounds. You are doing that. That is a job that no one can ever pay you for except independence. So I want to thank all of you. And to the girls, so many of you that have humbled yourself, you are humbled yourself at this time. You humble yourself not because you cannot be moving around and enjoying life. You know we are suffering. Fellow women, fellow girls. You know, fellow ladies. You know, at this time, having children is a little bit, I know we love children, but you know, practicing of abstinence or maybe contraception is good because you don't want to have children in the suffering. You know, but if it happens, there is nothing we can do. We don't practice abortion. We don't practice abortion. If it happens, you keep the child. But you know, we have to practice abstinence. You have to use contraceptives just during this time. After independence, we shall make multiple children. In fact, one woman must make more than 5 children. We agree with that. After independence, there will be enjoyment. What does enjoyment mean? You go out, you drink everything. Ambazonian wines, Ambazonian beer will be there. Now we have Ambazonian beer coming up. Ambazonian beer and wines, everything. When you drink, what happens? You make love, you make babies. Life will be very good. You go to disco, swim, pool parties, and so on and so forth. Life will become very good. Restaurant, you go to eat Moluko, Buya Square, this, Bongo Square, you go to eat Baminda and Tarikun. You eat and then you go out, you make love and you make children. And then even some of us take care of your children if something happened to you. So I call on our women. You are so wonderful. You know one of the reasons why we are fighting this struggle. If the population of Amazonia was only guys, sometimes, you know, guys can figure it out. But you are women. We understand that anytime we say we want to use guns and bullets to protect our sisters, we say our girls and women. Because women are, look, women are like an egg. For any successful man, they say there is, behind any successful man is a woman. And even if you say you don't like women, you don't like, you are a man and man, whatever, I don't want to go deep to that. There is a mother that gave birth to you. So, whether you believe to sleeping with women or not, behind every successful man is a woman. That woman can be your grandmother, your mother, your wife, even your daughter, or even any mother or a woman somewhere that raised you up. Behind the majority of men are successful women. Behind any majority of successful men are women. So everyone should put a shout out to the women. Not only because we want to thank you, because we rely on pleasure from you. Because you women, as beautiful as you are, you have refused to collaborate with Cameroon military. You have refused to share your body to Cameroon military. In that case, you have refused to share information of our struggle to Cameroon military. They come to you not because they actually want to sleep with you. They want to use you as spies to kill your own people. They want to use you to brainwash you, and then you start telling them your own people, and they hide out of Amber soldiers, their camps. But you have refused. And some of you decided to go to refugee camp so that they should not even see you. So to all the ladies and gentlemen, our parents, the old people in refugee camps, I want to thank you so much. Some of you went there to preserve the struggle, to be there so that they don't hold you at gunpoint for any information. You went there now and you are okay there. No information is leaked out. I want to thank all of you people so much. Please, everyone, put a shout out to all our refugees and those in the bushes, especially our girls and women. We want to thank them so much for being very, very careful in the way they do things. This is not the end. Fellow soldiers of Ambazonians, you are wonderful. Congratulations. Everyone, please, this is the time to press that love button. Press the love button 5 times, everyone that's watching. I'm watching here and seeing the people that are pressing the love button. When I say like that, I watch it here. No love button is coming here, means nobody is pressing the love button. I can see the love button coming out here. Anyone can see it coming. So anyone can see the love button coming out. Anyone that press the love button, you can see it here coming out here. So I want to thank the people that are pressing the love button here for our soldiers, because I have to use 5 minutes to thank our soldiers for the great job that they are doing. Fellow soldiers of Ambazonia, before I start with you, I want to let you know, I want to thank the people that are pressing the love button. It is coming. I see the love is coming. A lot of love is coming for our soldiers. Continue to press. Tomorrow is the 21st of December. It is a day that we shall celebrate our soldiers everlasting. It is a day we shall mourn our heroes. It's a day that all of us shall never forget about our heroes and our soldiers. So tomorrow, the 21st, is a day dedicated to all the fallen heroes. All. When I say all, it means I want to thank the people that are showing the love. The love is coming. A lot of love is coming for our soldiers. Please continue to praise the love. Thank you so much. Whether you were fighting under which group, Soccer Dev, ADF, whether you were fighting, whether under which group, whether you were fighting with the dragons, with the tigers, sort of Amazonia, Seven Kata, gorillas, mountain lions, wherever you were fighting, tomorrow is the day for all the fallen heroes. For anyone that fell, the Akum Julos, even if you were not fighting, if you fall because of the revolution, tomorrow is your day. All your family members that has fallen because of the revolution, I see your love coming. I see the love and light coming, pumping here. God bless everyone. God bless all of you. I see it coming bigly and fatly. Tomorrow is a day for all the fallen heroes. Mami Api, Pa David, Sam Sawyer. Tomorrow is a day for all the fallen heroes. Fellow soldiers of the revolution. Fellow Ambazonians army, Ambazonian military. Before I start to congratulate you, I want to remind you one thing. Your longevity and your life lies in the hands of your civilian and not in the hands of your guns. Not in the barrels of your gun, not in the calves of your gun, not even in the bullets inside your gun. Your life lies greatly in the greater proportion, in the greater percentage. Your life is in the hands of your civilians. To any soldier that fights and respect the civilians, you shall live longer and you shall see this independence. Civilians shall see the terrorists and they shall blow alarm to you. They are coming. Civilians, some civilians that have misunderstanding, that could have gone and leaked your camp, we have a sympathy because of what you did to them in one day or the other. There are somewhere I have drive in America. There was somewhere in America where I went to when I came to America. I stayed with one businessman. That businessman at that time was my caretaker. I stayed with him in the hotel and he offered me a room in his apartment. So I stayed in his apartment. And one day we went out. He was a businessman. He always go out and play what we call games, casino. He liked to go and relax in casino after business. So he went to casino one day. I am the driver. I drive that time. After I left for my work, we went to casino. And whenever he went, he was there. He always takes shots and shots. And he sit down and play poker. He win a lot of money. That night, he won a lot of money. We sat there for like 2 hours and he won almost $5,000. $5,000 in winning. He took so many tequila shots and he was a little bit tipsy. So because of that, something happened in that property and the security of that property did not understand what was going on. Somebody had slapped me because the person begged money from me and I told him, look, brother, I am not playing poker. I don't know how to play. I don't have money. I am here with my boss. My boss is here. If you want to talk about any money, please, I don't have. He is my caretaker. Talk to my boss if you need money because I don't have money. And because I refused to give the person money, I went to buy a sandwich to eat. I was hungry. So I opened my wallet. There was some small little money in my wallet. And that person said, no, give me $50. I'm going to give you 100 when I win. I said, in my mind, I said, you have lost all your money. What guarantee me? In my mind, that even if I give you $50, you are going to win. You want to fool me, you're going to give 100 and then you disappear. A man with big arms. So I simply told him, brother, I don't have money. And then because I said that, he just slapped me like that. He slapped me. A very dirty slap. I stood like this and before I see, my friend that was a businessman was already there. And then my business friend got him button and whooped him up. And because of that, the security of that company came and did not understand what was going on and started fighting. So my friend as a businessman is a tough man. He started fighting. And then all of a sudden the police arrived. When the police arrived, my friend was playing poker and winning big money, almost $5,000. He was drunk because he was taking shots. So they tried to arrest him and he resisted. Finally they arrest him by force. As they arrest him by force and put him in the car, The supervisor of the police arrived. When the police supervisor arrived, they took him out to talk to the police supervisor. Because he was drunk, he pushed the police supervisor. In America, it's a big crime. They said, brother, you are going to jail. So they arrested him, cuffed him, put back to the cage inside the police van, and that was it. And then I called the supervisor. I stood like a fool. I put my head down and used our amber common sense. Today, the family of my friend can never forgive me. They can never forget me. Sorry, they can never forget the African man. I know my friend has been, he's been already arrested by the police because he pushed the supervisor, which is against the law, and he was resisting arrest. Resisting arrest is also a crime, and they gave him that he should not go back to that property. He went back to the property to go and take his money. He should have sent somebody to go and bring the money, but he went back after a property trespass was given to him. So he committed more than 5 crimes. He was gone. So I put my head down and I called the supervisor. Supervisor came and I said, listen, are you gonna take me with him? They said no. I said, why? They said, you have not committed a crime. But I said, supervisor, but this was all about me. If the person had not slapped me, which this company did not consider that one of the patrons slapped me, one of their clients slapped me. If the company watched their own cameras, their PC, and see that this issue started because one of their customers slapped me after moving behind me and soliciting for money, which I expected the security in the poker room to know that they should not allow any soliciting. Because in the poker room, it said no soliciting. In the casino, there is no soliciting. If your money is finished, you go home or go to ATM or any bank and take the money and come. No begging of money. I say, if this company security was doing their job, they could have seen this man running behind me and trying, and finally got me a slap on my face. That got my friend very angered because they slapped me and the security was not happy. I said, officer, I will say if you take my friend without taking me is unjust and unfair, because if I was not in this place today, this thing could have not happened. I said, officer, please take me and him. Take me and him. Officer, the supervisor stood like this. Look at me in the face. He said, why do you want him to take you? Why do you want me to take you and him? I said, by the way, officer, this is my ID here. I give you my ID. Take me and him. This is my ID. I give to you. I don't resist. My friend was playing poker. I am the driver. In poker room, everyone takes shots. In fact, most of the people are drunk in the casino room. It is a culture. That's what they do. I am the one that is going to drive him home. I remove my wallet and I remove the hotel keys and say, look, because we have an apartment but in the hotel. That's where I used to live, in the hotel apartment. So he have his own room, I have my own room, and then we share the apartment. So I said, this is the key to this condominium, to this apartment. Look, this man is the one who pays this. He is the owner. I said the police this. Now you want to take me. If I go to that property, they don't know me, they know but him. Because the contract is under him. You want to take him now, where will I sleep? How will I eat? I don't have breakfast, I don't have lunch, I don't have dinner. I told the police this. If you want to take this man, probably wherever you are taking him, I think that there's breakfast there. I act like a fool now, like an idiot. I said, what will I eat tomorrow? Where you want to take this man, I think that the government will give breakfast. Take me and him so I can be able to eat. Because first of all, I want to go where? Where will I sleep? Where can I have nothing. Take me and him. Supervisor look at me like this and say, are you serious? I go to enter the car. I said, no, open the door. I enter with him because I don't know anyone in America. This man is all about me. I don't know anyone. The supervisor look at me and shake his head and say, wow. He called other police and the other supervisor that was pushed, that was so mad that this man must go to jail. That this man must go to jail because he pushed him. He called that supervisor and talked to him like 30 minutes. 30 minutes, he asked me to stand, to wait. I said, they beat me. I said, the police need to arrest the person that got me beaten. That is violence. My friend was just trying to protect me in self-defense. I said, that's self-defense. Even though he was a little bit tipsy because he was taking shots. He was protecting me because the security did not protect me in that property. So I said, the police should try to arrest the person that slapped me. He said, that's what I want for justice. And if they must take my friend, because I don't have what to eat, I don't have where to sleep. Take me and him. They talked to that supervisor and convinced that supervisor. You know what happened? The police came back, removed my friend, the business friend, from the car. And you know what they did? They give him a 24 months ban from the property, and that was it. The police say, are you the driver? I said, I'm the driver. I said, this is my license. I already showed you my license. The police say, where is the car? I show where the car was. So we entered the car. As we entered the car, the police followed us for 2 miles to make sure I was driving. I drove for 2 miles, and then the police, like more than 2 kilometers. Then the police look, and then they return back. That is how I saved the life of a businessman from not going to jail. The man called his family and told his family that he cannot imagine that the African man served him in his own country. The man was crying to me in the morning. When the man was in the car, all the money that he had, he was drunk. All the money fell. In fact, when I went to park the car before coming to the room, I picked his phone and the remaining cash, but from the corridors. In the morning, I told him, yo, buddy, where's your money at? Where's your wallet? Where's your everything? He said, man, I was pissed off last night because of what happened. I didn't want to see you pissed off. I saw somebody beat you. I was so mad. I was mad about the person that slapped you. And that is true. That's a true friendship. He got himself to problem because of me. Then I used my common sense to free him. What am I saying here is that, let me conclude before I say why I'm saying this to our soldiers in Ground Zero. So I freed that person. As I freed the person, I freed him. The police look at me. Nothing was charged against him. Apart from that, they say in 24 months, don't come to this property again in 24 months. Don't come to this property. There was no charge against him. Nothing was put against him. They said in 24 months, don't come to this property. And that was it. We changed from going to that casino to another one. So we are going to another biggest casino instead. So that's how I freed my man, who was crying the next day and saying he has gone to jail so many times for stupid reason. That he has gone to jail for stupid reasons that are even stupidious than what was happening. That he would not imagine that he was cursing the supervisor and pushed the supervisor, which he know he cannot do, and I saved him from going to jail. I said, brother, you know, you see people like this, the way I may speak American English is not my brain, it's not my mentality. The way you might see me expressing myself is not my mentality. The way I speak American English is not the way my brain functions. Sometimes, brother, you have got to understand police are people. They have a life. They also have a lot of problems in their life. And these people, you need to treat them like humans and express themselves to them. Don't be harsh to them. Speak to them honestly and talk to them. They will treat you like a human being. I simply respected the police because they are officers, and I know that they are out here every day trying to secure neighborhoods. I understand the insecurity that they face also. So in that case, I have to prove myself like somebody who is vulnerable, who need their help too. Because they are humans. Then they acted like humans. The bottom line is that Amber soldiers, you have to copy from this experience. Sometimes the American police, when you say something bad, sometimes I try to judge because I have seen the good ones. Amber soldiers should copy the example of good soldiers. Sometimes civilians will be wrong, but you will have to go at the back of the scene to see why a civilian was wrong. Sometimes you might see a civilian moving around, and in the car, even in the ghost town day or something happened. Maybe because La Republic has shot his wife. Maybe because La Republic has caused a problem that is so bad that no one, even you, cannot stop. Go back to any time any civilians don't respect the law. First of all, go back and use common sense. Try to investigate what happened. If his daughter was shot from the eye by Cameroon government and he has to go call the doctor or take to the hospital, you know it was even your right to protect that civilian and take that daughter to the hospital. Ambazonian soldiers stand with the civilians. When the hand is scratching, your laps are scratching the same hand. When you shake somebody's hand, that hand also shake you double. I helped my friend helped me. I helped my friend helped me. My friend helped me, I helped him out. And the way I helped him, he did not know I could do such a thing. It comes like that. The civilians you are helping today are going to help you. Cameroon government might plan to come kill you. So many times, they call me from Yaoundé and reveal secret to me from Yaoundé. Some of our people that are working in the ministries that are just praying that this thing should work. When the ministry sit down and try to plan to come and kill our people, those good people we call immediately and say, listen, this is happening. Example, when young Philemon, when he was still the Prime Minister of French Cameroon, during the ad hoc committee, the last meeting in Ayaba Hotel, when they gave 200 million for him to come and bribe Tassan Wilfred, one of the person from Anglo-Saxon extraction working in the Prime Minister launch in Yaoundé, reached out to us and told us that Philemon Yang is bringing banknotes 200 million to give to Tassan Wilfred to call off the strike. We informed Tassan Wilfred immediately, and Coffin Revolution and Manto BBC were alerted. Manto BBC and Coffin Revolution surrounded the entire Ayaba Hotel. After they left from the meeting, they investigated Tassan Wilfred to see if he had the money. Fortunately, Tassan Wilfred had only 2 books like this in his hand. Only his diary and like this in his hand, nothing than his mobile phone and 2 books like this that day. He had no valise, had nothing. Fellow brothers and sisters, Ambazonian soldiers, you have got to stand with the civilians because your life depends most of the time with the civilians. Civilians are going to tell you when it is safe and not when it's safe. For anything that will happen to you, civilians in one way or the other might be used. The terrorist is a little bit smart. They use the civilians that you might have caused friction with them to come to you. In this respect, I call all Ambazonian soldiers, do not take money from any civilian forcefully. Do not take any property of any soldier forcefully. Remember in the book of Lord, in the book of God, it is said, do not take people's property forcefully. Do not convert your neighbor's goods. Do not take your neighbor's goods forcefully. You can beg, and if they don't have, it means they don't have. It's a sign of goodwill. Like some of us in the diaspora, we are helping you people out of our goodwill. If anyone is not giving you anything, don't force. Do not kidnap. Do not ask for ransom. Don't take people's car and put in your camps that you will use after independence. After independence, you know if you were taking the cars of civilians, you will be judged for that. You don't want to fight for independence and don't enjoy after independence. You do not want to fight for independence and after independence you are sentenced to jail. Because a crime is a crime. Crime is a crime. You do not want to commit so many problems with the people. After independence, there shall be free movement. As we pick up guns today to fight, don't you not see that if you do so many bad things after independence, someone somewhere might pick up a gun just to gun you down? Try to build your community mobilization. Take your people within yourself. When they are going to come to want to kill you, maybe an in-house fighting that we have, your civilians are going to protect you. Let me share you a good example. I have Commander No Mercy in Jakiri. If not of the civilians in Jakiri, Commander No Mercy could have been killed. Commander No Mercy is alive because of the church, because of the elders, because of the civilians. They helped and protected him. They said so many good things about Commander No Mercy in Jakiri. Often, if the civilians in Jakiri had grudges with Commander No Mercy, he could have been killed. The civilians in Jakiri and the elders went and said, no, not this boy, not this guy, not this son. The son has been so helpful to them. He has been so nice. He said the devil must be alive and the devil is trying to kill the good son. I have heard so many good stories about Commander No Mercy. I call and commission all Ambazonian soldiers. Oh yes, I commission all Ambazonian soldiers to submit to loyalty. I call on all Ambazonian soldiers to submit to the love of civilians. Submission to civilians, love your civilians, care for your civilians, and never forget, the backbone of this Ambazonian Defense Forces is the civilians. Are we not fighting because of our civilians? Didn't we not take up arms to defend the civilians? Didn't we not take up arms to have a nation where our population, who are our civilians, to live freely? And that we must protect them for better and for worse. Even during worst time, we must protect them. Didn't we not take oaths to protect our civilians? I call all Ambazonian soldiers Maybe when we say Geneva Convention, you don't understand. It is very, very easy. Forget about the big book called Geneva Convention. Treat your civilians as you treat yourself. Respect your civilians. Fight and protect yourself in self-defense. Yes, we say in self-defense. Whenever you hear a crime about civilians, investigate. That's why we have the local leaderships, our elders in communities. That's why we have elders in communities to look at things that are difficult. Soldiers with a gun, you can't solve civilian problem with a gun in your hand. Fellow soldiers, you are not supposed to solve land disputes. For any land dispute, the only solution you can do is come and put a stick in that land and say after independence, no one should enter that land. Come and put a stick. I call all Ambazonian soldiers to try to find a stick, a particular type of stick. When you put in that land, say if you have any land with a problem, put nkang, kiking nkang, the nkang plan, the peace plan. In the Mancon, people they call nkang. Sorry, I call nkang because I bought a land in Mancon. So the land I bought in Mancon, there were some nkang. Before I build something in that land, I have to go to the palace and call the palace and give some palm wine. So many things they ask to remove the nkang from the land. So that's why I know about nkang, because I bought the land in Mancon, in Bamenda. I bought the land in Mancon, and I also bought the land in Quen, in Bamenda. And they have something called, they have a culture, the nkang plan. And I think that if you buy a land and the nkang is not there, the chief is going to come and put the nkang. So that when you want to remove the nkang, or the raffia plan, or some trees, there are certain things that when you want to remove, you have to give something to the palace and the king's men, especially the nkang plan, Mancon and Quen. I bought the land there, that's why I know. You know, business people, that's what we do. So in that way, if there's any land in Amazonia with a problem, Ambazonian soldiers, the only thing you can do is put a nkang plan in that area. Put a peace plan in that land and say, listen, we are soldiers. We are fighting for peace in the land. We are fighting to liberate. After independence, the judiciary or the system put in place to look into that, they will take note of. At this time, the land has been sealed. No one should enter there for peace. Make sure everyone agree. Put the peace plan there and say, this is peace. And beg and say, please, that you want to fight to free homeland so they can look at the problem. Tell the civilians that, please, you have guns in your hand. You cannot solve civilian problem. Don't interfere in married things. Some people have relationship. Maybe somebody's husband was sleeping with somebody's wife. Somebody's wife was sleeping. Please, those are things that are dealt with by social welfare. The gun people are not social welfare people. You hold a gun. The gun is not disciplining people's private part, people's private life. The gun is strictly for La Republic terrorists. The guns are for terrorists. La Republic terrorists. The guns are not to solve marital problem, matrimonial problem, family problem. The guns are not family life apostolate. Ambazonian soldiers, Biko, my brothers and sisters, you are doing great job. Why I say this is because we want you people to be alive after independence. I understand. Look, you are stronger. I cannot do the job you are doing. You are more than me. But when I look at it from the unhuman perspective, I cry every day we lost a soldier. And most of the time we lost a soldier was because there was a land dispute, a family problem, somebody's wife sleeps somebody's husband, and then you know that whenever you solve a problem, somebody must be a loser and somebody a winner. A loser will not keep quiet. In our Anglo-Saxon culture, in our cultural areas, when somebody is a loser, he go for the silent court. The silent court we have is see a juju master, go for traditional house to look for solution. You don't want to be fighting with a gun and then a parent or somebody or any citizen is going to hold a traditional master or a juju master that you should be killed because you went and intervened and your land was seized from you. And your wife was, whatever, was cheating. You said this one was wrong, this one was wrong. Amber soldiers, all Ambazonian soldiers, please do not interfere in civilians' private lives. Don't interfere in farm, land project, land problems. Don't take money. Anyone come to give you 1 million to go and put the verdict and pass judgment on his favor, that person will have to kill you for 1 million. Some people come and bribe you 100,000 to come and pass the verdict on their own favor. Just 100,000, he has killed you. The loser is going to come back in one way or the other. Some of them will call La Republic and show where your camps are. Some of them will call La Republic and show where your hideouts are. And then the next morning we get up, you are killed, and we're wondering why you are killed. You are simply killed because of a civilian that you pass a judgment in his disfavor. So we call soldiers, please. Why I say this is because of my love for you. My unending love for you. You are heroes. What you do, I cannot do, and I admit here in this platform. Anyone can take it out, even La Republic. What Ambazonian soldiers do is what I cannot do. I might have little coins to give, but if my coins sit in America in my account, they cannot work. My coins cannot work even if I put all of them in my body. So I want to thank Ambazonian soldiers. If my coin is what is working in Ground Zero, why should I myself not take my coins and go and work in myself? Ambazonian soldiers, military and army, they are brave. Not only brave, they are warriors. Not only warriors, they are saints. They are honorable members in our society. His Excellency members in our society are our soldiers. Commandos are excellencies. Generals are excellencies. I want to also give a shout out to all our soldiers. The reason why we preach these sermons that we are preaching today is because we want to see you alive after independence. We want to worship and honor you. You are our goodness. You are our saviors, our messiahs. We want to come before you and go down and put our hands up and embrace you and see you and say, these are our fathers of our nation. That is why I am saying this, my brothers and sisters. This is not anything claiming to know more. You know better than I do, and you know better. Some of you operate guns that I cannot even operate today. Some of us have money that buys the guns, but we can't even operate it. I have not used a sniper. I have not operated a sniper. Some of you already know how to operate a sniper. Some of you already know. I want to say it here clearly. I have not used a sniper in my life, but I have never used a rocket propeller. A rocket propelling grenade. I have not used bazooka, but you people are using it. Those are things that you people can use now that I have not used in my life. You have the Mami Api, you have your a pump action that you made in Ground Zero. Those local guns you make, so very, very hilarious. I don't even know how to operate it. You are all heroes and heroes. We simply want to see you after independence. We love you from the bottom of our heart. We love you. We care much about your lives. We care more about your assistance. We want to say this so that if you stand with your civilians in your locality, you are going to live after independence. We shall celebrate you, and you will live even 100 years. All soldiers that fought war of independence don't die easily. All the soldiers that fought independence, when they live and respect the laws, they live for more than 80, 100 years. In America, we have seen that. World War II memorials. Look at somebody like Paul Mula Njo Litumi. Honorable Paul Mula Njo Litumi is already more than 85 years. He is still alive because he was fighting genuinely. Paul is incorruptible. He has never taken money from the Republic or money from anyone to say the things that he said. When he was the leader of the ACNC, Paul has been a man for us to copy from as a role model. Fellow brothers and sisters, fellow soldiers in Ground Zero, for everything I say here today is because I want you people to be alive after independence. And it's because I have a goal that as human rights activists, we will push that goal to the government of Ambazonia. That after independence, anyone who held grass, sticks, guns and bullets to fight for independence, because you will never undergo on pension, you shall be salary for life. There is nothing like pension for the soldiers that fought the war of independence. They shall be placed on special status salary. Cameroon government know how to say special status. Our soldiers, we have a special status salary after independence. Everyone should clap, please. Everyone. Our soldiers shall have special status salary after independence. They shall be placed not in pension. Never over our dead body should our soldiers be placed on a pension. What do you mean by pension? A special pension? If it is pension, it must be special pension. Our soldiers will die with salary. We will never consider them like, because look, these are people that are fighting without any recruitment, without any concours, without any salary, and you will want to give them pension tomorrow. Pension as who? Did you employ them? You want to give them pension that you employ them? What concours did you launch to put them? What exam did you examine to put them in civil work? Our soldiers must be placed on a special salary after independence. And they will live and die in a special salary. They will never ever be compared to any workers paid with it. They have a special ministry that will look into the veteran affairs. And their salaries will be prepared by a special finance regulation. They will have privileges in everywhere they go. And our soldiers will never stand on the line in any bank, in any restaurant, in any hotel, in any occasion. Anyone that organizes an occasion in Ambazonia must provide a sitting session for the veterans. Anyone that organizes anything, any occasion in Ambazonia must provide a tent for the veteran. If it is a day of our national day, there must be a section for the veteran, and the veteran must come first. First people to enter the ceremony must be veteran. And before anyone sit down, all the veterans must sit down before everyone can sit down. We are going to honor our veteran like America honors their veteran. Anyone that fought the war, you will be respected till you die. And no one will be a homeless if the government is alive. We shall never allow any fighter to be a homeless. If any fighter is a homeless, we shall kick the ministers from the offices and they will occupy the offices as their home. If any fighter is a homeless in Amazonia, no government official will sit in an office when we are alive. Fellow Ambazonian fighters, we have a lot for you that we cannot say it today. The more we say it, the more the fighter get mad and get angry, because what we are doing for you has never been done in the east of Mongo. What we are doing for you, no country in Africa has done that. We want to be the first in everything we do. We shall never copy from anyone. We shall do ours as we start our country from scratch. And we shall make sure all those things happen, because when we arrive, we shall not only run social media pages, we shall have human rights TVs to make sure that every citizen come to human rights TV and echo out any injustices that occur, because our land must be different. We make sure every citizen are okay. Today we are looking at Uganda and we are happy about Uganda. Today I listened to one country in the East Africa, Tanzania, and I see the president of Tanzania, his name is John Magufuli. John Magufuli of Tanzania says, I think he has been for 5 years maybe in power. He is not going to stand for election because in his party there are so many good citizens that can stand also and serve the country like he did. Everyone was clapping hands in Tanzania today. He addressed Tanzania as the United Republic of Tanzania. That anyone has the opportunity to serve the nation. 80% of people in Tanzania love this man. We have seen in Tanzania how even the president is being songs are being sung for the president. We have seen that. We have seen in Tanzania the president of Tanzania in the church. We have seen the musician in Tanzania singing for the president. We saw all those things. We must make sure that in Ambazonia we respect the rights of the people. We stand strong as far as human rights is concerned. We must make sure that all the bad things that the enemy has done to us must never repeat in our land. Must never repeat in our land. So everyone that's watching here, give a big thumbs up, big love to all our soldiers. To all our soldiers, I mean all our soldiers, whether they are fighting in what group, the ADF, the 7 Qatar, the Dragons, the mountain lions, the gorillas, the 7 Qatars, the tigers, the Socadifians. Everyone should put a thumbs up to all the soldiers that are holding land in Gaza. We treat them as one. We treat them as our army, our military. We preach to them with love. Let them know that without them we will not be here. If I am here, it's because they are holding ground zero. If they are not holding ground zero, I will be ashamed to be out. The reason why La Republic cannot govern our land is because of our soldier. Our people have been there for the past 58 years. La Republic has been doing whatever they want to do. Scorched earth policy, beating our people, scourging our people like they scourged Jesus Christ and crucified him. Our people have been raped, tormented, tortured. But by the time Ambazonian soldiers pick up arms to say never again, our land became very ungovernable. To anyone that preach the ungovernability of our land, please, thank you so much. So before we jump to the next chapter, everyone that's watching, please, the coming of Ambazonian soldier is the beginning of wisdom. Let everyone look at your soldiers. Give a thumbs up to your soldiers as you're watching. Thumbs up to your soldiers. Thumbs up to your soldiers. Thumbs up to your soldiers as they are entering the land. Thumbs up to your soldiers. Thumbs up to your soldiers as they enter the holy land of Ambazonia. Everyone that is watching, please show some love to your soldiers. Show some love to them. Show some love to your soldiers. As you are watching, show them some love. Show them some love. Show some love to your soldiers. Show them some love. Much love to them. Thank you so much for the love that you are showing to your soldiers. Thank you so much. That is the way we have to do. We have to unite ourselves by appreciating Ground Zero the most. We have said over the years, I'll ask myself, we have been preaching to give power to Ground Zero. Give power to Ground Zero. And now power is finally in Ground Zero. Our soldiers have picked up arms. Now they are defending homeland. And then we don't want to unite them. To anyone that preach any division in Ground Zero, whenever you want to preach, remember how we have gone to where we are today. Remember how we have lost our civilians in Ground Zero. Remember how we have lost our soldiers. Whenever you want to preach division in Ground Zero, ask yourself this question. Is that division going to bring back our soldiers that Cameroon have killed? Think what division have caused in Ground Zero. Think how disunity have caused. Look at the era of multipartism. How Cameroon CBDM will come and kill SDF, kill the people. Today, remember, the only people to secure us are our soldiers. You do not want to walk into independence when our soldiers are holding grudges to anyone. You do not want to go to independence when there are factions. How shall it be that we are going to preach for a president knowing that one branch of the military people don't want to see that president? How shall we have a president tomorrow that will sleep and get up without fear when we know honestly that because of our division that we caused that led to the death of some of our people, some of the military people might take arms and fight against that president? Do you want to have coup d'etat in Amazonia tomorrow? The reason why coup d'etat will come is because of disunity. The reason why coup d'etat will come is because we are causing chaos and pains to some of the soldiers. So tomorrow, some of those soldiers will just pick up the arms instead of defending the homeland, defending the civilians, defending the nation, protecting the government. They shall pick up arms and then they fire on the government so that they can either lose, so that those government officials should not be there. Because during this time, that is the most challenging time. Those people were causing confusion in Ground Zero. In order to make sure there is no South Sudan in our Amazonia, we preach unity to all our soldiers. If all our soldiers in Ground Zero come together, diaspora have no choice, they will come together. If all our soldiers come together, all our monies will go in and help. Imagine that all our soldiers are already together. And we came out with all the means. Diaspora that you will now have your 500,000. You will now have your 100 millions. And then 100 million will be split in 14 areas for 14 states or 13 areas for 13 states. Imagine that. That the money is now split like this. We have, let's say we have 13 million. And then we have 13 states, we split 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million to this state, 1 million. And now that is the way we are united. And the money is going down there. That is what we say critical and constructive collaboration. Critical and constructive collaboration. If we do this just for 1 year, we shall be down there. Just for 1 year. No one will hate another one. No one is going again to preach disunity. But when we hide behind the scene and give little monies to individual soldiers to go and kill another soldier, ask yourself, what are you going to gain? When we hide behind the scene and give our little money, example, what is going on in Bui today? I can stand and say, and of course, I am not saying here because I said to myself, I'm the richest young Amazonian. There are so many things I look before I say I'm a richest young Ambazonian. I have almost 300 orphans that look unto me. I am their father. I am rich and privileged. So sadly, but privileged to have been a father of almost 300 children. Whenever I talk about my richness, some people always put in money term. Of course, it could be in money term, but there's so many things I put in consideration. Not only that I have money as the youngest man in Amazonia, but I have so many orphans. So many of those families look unto me. So many villages. So if I stand now at the situation in Bui, which I've been looking and laughing, and say, let me pump 5 million there and get rid of this person, you know I'm going to do that. You know I'm going to do that. But the question is, what is the maxim? As a political science student, what is the maxim for such action? What is the prerogatives? What is what is the gain to the nation? I know Bui more than anyone. Bui is all of, I breathe Bui as I'm my eye, even I don't even need to think about any place in Bui because I know everywhere in Bui. I've gone there waking up. I've gone to Kongdra waking up. There is a song I love. This song, I think this is Presbyterian Church of Kikaikelaki. Kikaikelaki Presbyterian Church sing one of the best choir I ever had in my life. I can sing it here if you want it. Drum sai, aye zayun sam sai, aye zayun no, bo very low yun zam yawo, zam sai, aye zayun sam sai, aye zayun no, bo very low yun zam yawo, drum sai, aye zayun zam sai, aye zayun no, bo very low yun zam yawo. Amba ayeza zam sai ayeza boveri lo zam mami happy drum sai yawo ayeza zam sai ayeza boveri lo sam soya. How do you feel when I sing this song and tell you I learned it from Kikaikelaki? Now if I have to go to Miluf, I went for a wedding in Miluf. There is a song that I learned from Miluf. There is a mass of I think Saint Cosmos. I learned from Miluf. Also Lingala, Saint Lingala. I learned from Miluf, Saint Lingala. I learned from there. All those things I can sing it here right away. I went to a wedding in Shisong. I learned a song from Shisong. I went to Mbuluf. I learned something from Mbuluf. I went to Mbuluf market. I passed Mbuluf, went to the market area. I went to Kingomin. I went to Kingomin market. It was on the traditional day. I went to the meeting houses and drink palm wine in Kingomin. Kingomin has one of the best palm wine. I didn't know that Kingomin could have palm wine that is good, like from Drakwa in Wainama area. I drank the palm wine. I went to Kambe, went to Ndu, I went to Tumbo. In Tumbo, I went to Taba. I went to Sop. I went to Njirong. I went to Sop. If you are from Taba, you know all these places. I greeted the fund of Njirong. I greeted the fund of Taba in Sop. I greeted the fund of so many places in Kambe, in Tumbo. I met with Alaji, the richest man in Tumbo. That Alaji in Tumbo, the richest man that had electricity, had a horsepower generator in Tumbo by then. There was no electricity in Tumbo by then. I don't know if it is there now. I ate soya in Tumbo. One of the best soya in Tumbo I ate. So we know our land. The bottom line is that whenever we act, because we know this land now, not every area going to Babisi. The people of Babisi, Onajio, Opatapa, Oyerika, Ongamdina, Nukuticho, Okefo, Onajio. Julo. I greet the people of Babisi like this. To me, I used to trade in Babisi market every Wailun. Wailun is a market day in Babisi. We're going to look for mushrooms in Babisi land. We have hunted in Babisi land. Hunted antelopes and cutting grass in Babisi land. Julo. Okay for? This is what language of where? People from Kambe, Kambe usayuka usambombonga. Usayuka usambombonga. People from Santa Abela Aboni. Of course, Santa is a route for anyone from Bamenda. You know the place already. People from Com have been there. I used to work sensitization campaign for Canada and China. Maybe you don't know why I know these places. For all these places that I tell you, I know door to door. I was a campaign manager for healthcare. I used to work under an organization that was working for China government and Canada government. I was a sensitization campaign. Which means I go to any village, I recruit young people, and we move from door to door. For the villages that I don't understand their language, we move from door to door, and I'm the campaign manager. And the people are telling the civilian from door to door that the Canadian doctors shall be coming, Doctors Without Borders, to do free consultation for cancer, free consultation for cardiac, for heart-related issues, free consultation for women, for growth in women's private part, anything, gynecologists. We used to do that. That is how I know the people. Door to door. If you take me to Taraba, if you take me to Tumbo, to Sop, to Njirong, take me to Tumbo and I will be showing you the house of Alaji. In fact, one of the SDO of Mwa, in Mwa, I slept in the Dio's house in his motel in the Tumbo. That ex-Dio in the market, around the market area in Tumbo, was a Dio of where? Dio of Mwa. I know them. I talk to them. Pa in the morning. Asayuka, Osambonga. Pa, Osambonga. Osayuka, pa. Emwe. Oh, Osayuka. Every time I know this. Because I went to door campaigns. One of the places that I know but I don't know much is Bamenda town. I only bought land in Bamenda in Mankon. I bought land in Mankon in Bamenda and Queen. But I don't know much about Bamenda because there is something linked to that. I don't know much about Bamenda, but I have been to Bamenda, you know, Tamolong, Foncha Street, Tarakun. You know, I travel many times from Bamenda. What I mean is that I don't know Bamenda more like moving areas, but I know at least market, Bamenda Central Market, Food Market, Bamenda Commercial Avenue. I know all those. I mean, anyone from Bamenda, we know those places. But I don't know much like building, location, and those things. But when I see Bamenda, oh, yeah, this Bamenda Mankon is there, Bamenda 3. Bamenda 3 is here. Oh, we come out from Bamenda 3 to go to Kumbu. Oh, we come from Douala. Oh, we go here. We come from Yaoundé. Oh, we go here. Obsession, of course, we know. Santa, oh, yes. But there are places that are so outlet that I know from door to door. And there are some people in those communities, I call them by name. I know them. Any village I went to, I have a village development president. All the village development president, all the village heads, quarter heads, I have them. In fact, I had a book with all their names for that we used to communicate. Because there are days that the doctors come for treatment. They come to revisit the patients to see how the patients are doing. Canadian and Chinese medicine, we were doing together. Canadian doctors, Chinese doctors, together, and we go around somehow treating rheumatism, leg pains, neck pain, joint pains, back pains. At some point, Chinese were used for that, acupuncture. Then we go and do acupuncture to our people, help them out. That is what I used to do. So I know Ambazonia. That's why I have a charity organization. After I moved, I was in high school by then, I think around that high school time. When I moved in 2007, 2008, 2009, when I worked for those organizations, I discovered the need to create an organization. Our people were suffering. That let me know that there was fire burning. I moved to communities. What I saw as toilets. What I saw as toilets. When I moved as sanitation, you know, I was also moving as a sensitization manager, campaign manager. But then I had to go and inspect the sanitation of the people in the villages. Sometimes when I go to a home, I say, oh, I want to use the toilet. What I see as a toilet, you can now see the reason why my charity organization wanted to give toilets in communities. Why we wanted to make toilets in communities? Because of what we saw. What I have seen. You will go somewhere and see some 2 sticks across a hole. How the children are going there, I don't even know. You have a big hole and you see only 2 sticks on top it. You stand, you see all the shit. Because our people are not sensitized. Our people are not taught how to make toilets. Our people don't know that you can dig a toilet and actually cover it and put even soil on top it. Our people don't know that you can make a toilet even with the local bricks. When you finish digging the toilet, you fill it with the sticks, very strong sticks. You put bricks on top it, and then you even level it. Our people are not educated in that way. That is one of the things we were educating people, because we saw the level of typhoid was so much. Why were our people having typhoid? Because of poor hygienic conditions. So the bottom line is that, fellow brothers and sisters in Bui, we call for peace. Free your brothers. I call Shaja, Kapo, please free your people. Free your soldiers. To err is divine. To err is human. To forgive is divine. Free your people. If there's a problem, I'm willing to interject. I'm willing to intervene. Free your brothers. We don't want the storm that I hear that is building up to build. Free your brothers. I have called it openly in my official Facebook page. Free your brothers. Let peace come. If I sit now and say, oh, I'm the young, rich Ambazonian from Bui, and something is happening like this, let me show the strength of how I know the people in Bui. You know, when you know the people, they are always with you. When you know the people and you have solved their problems in one way or the other. If you go to Tumbo and you want to fight me there, the people will kill you. They know how I used to bring doctors to give them free medication. If you go to Taba and you are fighting me, they will kill you. They know how I used to bring help to them. There are some communities, they know how many children I have in their communities. I have never asked anything from them. I'm not a politician. I have told them that if I ever ask them to vote me in anything, they should dig a hole and put me there and bury me. They know I don't have anything I want to gain from them. If you stand in those communities and say anything bad to me, you know what will happen. So many of the children from those communities have asked me what I want them to do. They will do it. Now, if I say, okay, I want you people to go to this place. Let me tell you, my mother is from Kikaikelaki, Kikaikom. I know Kikaikelaki and Kikaikom more than anyone. Even the pump in Kikaikelaki. I used to go to that pump area and fetch water when there was no tap. That pump that was used in the 90s. I used to go to that pump in Waikinga. Do you know Waikinga? Do you know Joe Mengang? Some of you don't even know who Joe Mengang is. Do you know who is called Joe Mengang? You don't even know Mengang man that is in Waikinga. I know Waikinga. I know a lot of places there. Any medicine man, traditional man, I know all of them. One point I was sick, I was almost died. I know all the medicine people in Bui. Everything. There was no way I didn't go with my arm. When my arm was announced to be cut in the hospital. Look at my arm today. In BBH and Chishon Hospital, they already programmed to cut off this arm because I was sick and the arm was contaminated. I have my arm today because of merciful truth. Because of reality. Because of the truth. My arm is still intact with me. I believe in the truth. The truth saved my arm today. Which girl could ever marry a man without an arm? I call all Ambazonian soldiers, please. Please. Peace should come. Wherever you are, if you arrest your brothers, seek for peace. Call some aiders to come and help you to intervene. Let anyone leave the camp without any spirit to intervene. If you free Kapo today, we shall never intervene. We shall never ever come in any way to intervene or to retaliate. Free the ADF soldiers in Bui. We will not come to retaliate if you free them in the next 5 days. Free them. We will not revenge. If they revenge, come and ask me why this happened. I am telling you now to stop the motion that I know. Free your brothers and I will stand and stop the motion. I have all it takes to stop it. Trust me, I have all it takes to do it. Just free your brothers. If I was a bad man, I could have said, okay, we have given this to this and then you come and do that. We know how we work so hard to do those things. But we are saying that your lives are very important to us than killing you. Your lives is the reason why we are fighting. If I cut money and say, let me send 5 million down there and I want to go to Kikaikelaki or Kikaikom, where I know better, because that's where my mother hailed from. I know the place very well. I go there now and say, look, let me tell you people something. The first person that was killed in Bui was in Kikaikom, yes or no? During the protest, when it was on the protest, there was no arms, no gun was already involved. Do you remember that person that was removed from his Klando car and killed and went and deposited around Jakiri? Mildim Jakiri. Do you know Mantum? That person that was removed from his car and killed is a small brother of my mother. That's my uncle. That's my mother's small brother. That's my uncle. I am one of the first victims in Bui. I am the first victim in this struggle in Bui. Do you understand now? You now understand. So look, fellow Ambazonians, fellow fighters, bring peace. Free your brothers. bring peace, dialogue, negotiate with your brothers. And sometimes you have to negotiate. What do I mean by negotiate? If you want to fight with La Republic to dialogue with you, and La Republic cannot dialogue because they are terrorists, why should you not dialogue with your own brothers? Now you want La Republic to negotiate with you. Let us do this. Let us do this. Negotiation means that Bui is so big. Maybe now we negotiate that the particular area will be handled by this. Maybe we negotiate that, okay, Tatum, Takija will be handled by maybe ADF. Then Kumbu, Tobin will be handled by maybe Bui Warrior. Maluf, maybe ADF. Square, maybe Bui Warrior. Shisong, maybe Bui Warrior. Jakiri, maybe ADF. Let us negotiate. Sit down and negotiate. Division of labor. Division of labor we even have. When the problem occur in Square, who am I calling? I'm calling back up from the Bui Warrior. If something occur in Takeja or Kumbu or Yelum, I'm calling back up from where? From ADF. Something occur in Shisong, I'm calling back up from who? Calling back up from Bui Warrior. If something occur in Jakiri, I call back up from where? I call back up from ADF. Let us negotiate, come together and agree. It is very easy. We cannot say the enemy should negotiate with us and we can negotiate with ourselves. Let us come together and negotiate for peace. There is a way to find peace. I do not want to see the commotion that I know because somebody will cry. I don't want that to happen. Today I say it here, my heart is sincere. 5 days, please, release your brothers, let us negotiate. The commotion that is coming, I don't want it because somebody will cry. Let me repeat myself. Because somebody will cry and I will also cry. Because I am going to cry that stubbornness has led to my brothers to see the grave. No one is above death. We are crying today that our finest soldier, we lost our finest soldier, Major General Ivan Ba. We are crying Ivan Ba today, and even anyone that had a hand in the killing of Ivan Ba is crying. It was a mistake. We are crying about what happened in Gatibo, what happened to the seizure of people's weapons. We are crying that just because people went and seized people's weapons led to a fight that led to the killing. But we know it always starts from something. If the weapons were not sealed, no one could have been killed. No one has ever endorsed killing as a way out. The same thing is happening in Bui today. We have cried and cried and cried and cried. The civilians stood up and gave so many things to say, listen, let us solve this problem. Civilians have called for solution. Civilians have called to intervene, to mediate. But yet no one is willing to come to mediate. But then when something happens tomorrow, we are all going to cry in one way or the other. One, some of us will be crying that because of stubbornness we have lost our soldiers. Some of us will be crying because we wanted to just go and rescue the soldiers and then fire broke out and then we lost soldiers. Some of us will cry because human beings have been killed. Some of us will cry because your husbands or your brothers have been killed, no matter whatever. But then it is a time for us to dialogue, to negotiate. Come, let us negotiate and get everyone free. Let us share division of labor. And then when something happens, you ask for backup. Let us not fight among ourselves. Don't go to people's camp to go and kidnap people from their camp. It's bad. Remember that there's a lot of insecurity. Once you come to kidnap somebody from his camp, brothers and sisters, it is very, very common to understand that you act like an enemy. When you go to kidnap somebody from his area, let the civilians handle the problem with their soldiers. Remember that no one is so intelligent than the way that if you are so much intelligent, why is La Republic still in our land? Why are the DOs still in our land? Why are the military still in our land? Don't you not see that your job should have been to go kidnap those soldiers, whatever you call it, go and arrest them, arrest the DOs, arrest the delegates? Because you know, brothers, if you arrest those DOs, the war will end. And if the war ends, whatever you think your brothers were doing right, doing wrong, it will not happen again. But if you keep on only arresting your own brothers and La Republic keep giving new militaries, you know, brothers and sisters, the reality is this: we shall remain as slaves. Because when you arrest them, no one will be coming that don't know how to fight. You will keep arresting and arresting. You will live all your life only arresting your brothers. The philosophy is that if you keep on only arresting, you shall arrest everyone, even yourself. You, at the end, when you must have arrested everyone? Who will stand out to fight with you? If something happen now, who will back you up? La Republic will kill you and then you have arrested yourself. And now, those people that you arrest, you know when people come out, they are weak. Some of them will give up and then the land will end without independence. Indirectly, you are the one that have killed the independence. Think about this. Now, when you arrest them, when the Republic come to kill you tomorrow, who shall back you up? Don't you know see the same people that you are arresting today could turn around and derail the Republic from not reaching to kill you? When you arrest soldiers from Jakiri, you know Jakiri is the route from Kumban to Bamenda. They join in Jakiri before going to Kumbu. You go down to Jakiri and arrest soldiers. Don't you know see that you have opened the way for the Republic to come from Bamenda, come from Tumban and just go up to Kumbu and fight you? Remember, when you arrest people from strategic location that I have placed, I have targeted people in Wainama and Tan. When I placed the people there, it was to save and secure Kumbu. As Sheikh Kabi and PK, I have argued about that so many times. I was so happy that some people are fighting in Takeja and blocking that area, Tatum. So the soldiers from Kambe don't arrive in Kumbu. So Takeja, Tatum is blocked. The route from Kom is blocked. Jakiri is completely blocked from both areas. You come to Jakiri, take the commanders from Wainama, took them to your captivity, and today look at soldiers are coming from Bamenda, passing Wainama like that, going up. They are passing from Tan because you destroyed the no mercy come in Tan. Passing from Tumban, come from Tan and just pass and go to Kumbu. Today I see you saying you are fighting in Kumbu. Don't you not see that because you went and opened the way for soldiers to enter Kumbu? Maybe you don't know what they were doing. They were doing great job for you. Even before soldiers arrive at Kumbu, you have signals that the soldiers have passed. The soldiers will try to derail them around Jakiri and Wainama. Before they pass Jakiri and they are going up, you already have the signals they are coming. And now, those in Milim could not fight. Have you ever heard Shangwai fighting since the day you started fighting among yourself? How do you know Shangwai? When soldiers used to come out in Jakiri, they are still in Tan, Bel, Wainama. Those in Jakiri used to signal the Guakang. Guakang will not come in Shangwai and be waiting in the bushes. By the time Cameroon soldiers arrive at Yel and Shangwai will just start putting them down. Since you went and arrested your own soldiers, have you ever heard the battle in Shangwai again? Have you ever heard the battle in Milim again? There was never a camp in Shangwai. There was never a camp in Milim. But you all had terrible winning in Milim and Shangwai. Where do you think these terrible winnings have gone to? Because you arrested soldiers that were in strategic places that were meant to come and fight in those areas when Jakiri signaled that they are past and they are going up to Kumbu. When they fight them and kill them in Shangwai, don't you not see that it saved the life of civilians in Kumbu and save your own lives that you are fighting in Kikaikolaki? Jakiri, Kumbu, Bui, I call for peace and calm. Solve your problems. Free the soldiers that you are keeping. Let them go to strategic location that we have placed them. Let them continue to fight to protect you that you are in the city and towns. They have a great job they are doing. If you will sit in negotiation and we explain, you will understand. It is not everything I can say out here in the public. Let us go to sit in the table of negotiation. Let me mediate. Let me explain. I might be wrong. You might be right. We are going to come to a compromise. We can fight among ourselves. We can sit and mediate from proxies, so no one can throw a bullet on somebody's head. Let us talk among ourselves, people. Fellow Ambazonians, negotiate in your various communities. Be the negotiators, role models. Go there and ask them not to fight among themselves. Ask them to negotiate. The reason why we want to come is because the Republic is the enemy. We cannot create enmities among ourselves. Fellow soldiers, your life is in the hands of civilians. Your lives is in the hands of civilians. I don't want to tell you what happened to my family, what I had to went through, what I went through because of soldiers in Bui. Can you imagine? I started in the revolution for 3 years, and then I have to pay money to free. Can you imagine this? I can't even say out in the public. I said they are going to use it. You know, like Republicans are here. Fake news. All the fake news are here. If I say what I have to say, they will use it against us. But can you imagine I have to go through that? And now I understand what every civilian is going through. Because if I stand in the revolution for 3 years, spend a lot of money, so much I have given money to Bui Warrior, I have given money to ADF, I have given money to Seven Kata, General Ake, I have given money to so many groups in the revolution. So many of our people in the refugee camp, in everywhere we have contributed in so many things. But then imagine if I have to go give money somewhere to take somebody. How do you feel? Me standing in the revolution. That is when I know there's a problem. That's when I know there's a problem we need to solve. We need to talk and synergize and come together with a clear, well-defined roadmap to fight. If we fight like blind people, we are going to turn around and take our own people, our own parents, our own grandmothers. How can you want to fight to protect our own parents, civilian grandmothers, and we then can't start to arrest some of them? That's when I know there's a problem. And imagine because they arrest maybe my own person, and then I go around very much, and then I sponsor some people to go there, instead of giving that money that maybe you think is money, then I come instead I use the money to buy more guns and bullets to send a special squad, which I can do, to come and take your lives. How do you feel? You know it's not good. You know I know Bui. I know everywhere. Not to talk about Jakiri, not to talk about Wainama, not to talk about Yer, not to talk about Shop, not to talk about Minsai, not to talk about Kinkadze, not to talk about Tan Mbokam, Kinsenyam. I know all those places. From left, in fact, I used to tap palm wine. You know that I'm a palm wine tapper. I have been to Palm Wine Tappers Association. We have moved from one palm bush to another palm bush. We hunted in Kimake Kwatki. We went to Kikaike to Kinsenyam. We went to Vum. We went down to Kimake Kwatki. We went to Kinkadze. We went to Mensai. I lived in Sop for 7 years, for God's sake. There is no way you can hide in the city where I don't know. But if I take an action and end the life of a soldier, I ask myself, what are the maxims? I think they don't know. But then you have to listen when things happen like that. You want to take 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 500,000. I mean, even from a man like me, I give you take. But you have to listen. If that man take that money now and then bribe something else to come and end your life, like how will I be? Salvation is personal. That's why I cannot do such a thing. But think. I call on all the people defending homeland. Please. The way I say this is because I know. What about the civilians? Stand with your civilians. Respect your civilians. Teach them the code of conduct and not fines, not ransom, not seizing of properties. You arrest a civilian for doing bad, yes? Why taking 500,000 from a civilian? When you know that civilian cannot even work for 2 years and have 500,000. Our people have suffered for the past 3 years. Why you want them to feel that the burden is too much? Let them feel so happy that they have soldiers. Don't let our citizens to feel that La Republic soldiers are becoming the prodigal sons. Don't you know La Republic is looking for ways to make our citizens to love them the more? Don't give that chance. Don't even let anyone in your community to think that Cameroon government can be a solution to their problems. Now, if you arrest a civilian and Cameroon government are the one to come and rescue them, how shameful would that look like? Once a Cameroon terrorist free a civilian, they are going out and shouting their name. Just like an American police supervisor that freed me and my friend. If you see that supervisor, even if he do something wrong to anyone, you know I can never believe. Today, if that American police supervisor that freed me and my friend, if he do something wrong to anyone and you tell me, I will say it's a lie. Why? Because I know he freed me. My friend was supposed to go to jail. He freed me and he listened to my explanation. Because he saw this African man have nowhere to go. But this man, he freed me and the man to go. When you do something wrong to a citizen, and a terrorist, for whatever reason, come to kill you, want to kill you, and you run away, and the terrorists open the prison, and free that citizen that you locked up, you know that citizen now, no matter whatever you do, we see you as the enemy, and see the terrorist as a good person. I call all the soldiers to act with a lot of morals. Have a lot of morals and ethics. Not a big book. Respect the civilians because your life is in the hands of civilians. Bigly and fatly. Stand with your civilians at every time. You are not arresting because you are weak. Power is in the way you treat them. You want to pass around, look at this video. When I want all soldiers to pass around and communities, whenever the civilian hear that soldiers are coming, this is what I want to see. When civilian hear that you are coming, this is what we want to see. When civilians hear that Cameroon government is coming, we want to see them run to the bushes and hide. But when they hear that Ambazonian soldiers are coming, this is what we want to see. Watch, also. You can see population in thousand just because they heard the soldiers were passing. They just heard the soldiers were passing. They were in the bushes. They ran out from the bushes. That is exactly what we want. We are proud of soldiers of this time. We are so proud when we see this love. See the soldiers in love. Like, we are so proud. We say we have soldiers. We are proud to show to our colleagues wherever we are that power has been given to our soldiers in Ground Zero. And the civilians are already loving it. We don't want, whenever we see civilians talking bad about soldiers, we feel so bad. Because we don't know, we feel so bad and terrible and terrified. Exactly, this is what we want to see, you and the communities. We want to see soldiers and communities like this. This is the winning spirit, the briefing spirit. Sometimes I am so happy when I see civilians texting me that, oh, you know what, General, this came in and, talk to us. There was this. You know what? General, this was coming. La Republic was coming, passing around. When they hear that General, this was coming, they run away. This is what I want to hear from civilians talking good things about our soldiers. And the soldiers, the reason why we have preached so much about you is because we want to honor and respect you after independence. We want to build your monuments. We want to build places for veterans. We want to have the Veterans Day in Ambazonia where we celebrate veterans. We want, look. I want to spoil veterans of Ambazonia. I want to come one day and spoil the veterans. Spoil you with dollars. Come like this and say this after independence. What is the money still doing now? There's no more war. We don't have anything. No IDPs. No people in the hospital. I want in the Veteran Day to come and spoil veterans. We want to say that the government allow veterans to us. We want to sponsor the Veteran Day. We want to be proud of our veterans. We want to do that. That is what we want to do. But in that case, please, Biko, your life is very important for us. We will not come and spoil your graves. No one can ever go and put money on the graves. No one has ever done that. No one can do such an evil thing. We want to see you alive and celebrate you. But for us to see you alive tomorrow, the way you treat your civilians matters a lot. Treat them with care so that we can see. And now if we don't have if you treat your civilian very bad and they give up, what happened? Finally, you have become an enemy to the civilian, an enemy to La Republic. And then you will become an enemy even to diaspora that have manipulated you. Anytime the same diaspora manipulate you, please tell them to come and do it. Don't be an enemy to diaspora, to the people, enemy to the La Republic. Where will you live? If you win the hearts of your people, let me tell you the truth, as a charity, as a CEO, charity humanitarian, whenever your people love you, nothing no one can do to you. Just stand with your people. The reason why La Republic cannot do anything to us is because our people call us good people. Imagine if the Ambazonian people call me terrorists. Then the government of Cameroon will now conclude, and America will now expel me because my people call me terrorists, La Republic call me terrorists, then there's no way I can hide. But because of the love our people have for us, even when America look at us, there was a time that the America was giving us interviews, calling us immigration and we went and defended ourselves and said, look, we make talk shows. If I'm terrorist, why will my people be liking the talk shows? And when I go, I just open my Facebook and say, look, killing our people, look at pictures of death, look at how they kill our people. I go and I look my Facebook and say, look, I wrote letters to the US Embassy. Look at what I wrote to US Embassy. I send pictures to them how they are killing our people. There was a message, I used to send all the dead pictures to the US Embassy Yaoundé. Right? So I showed to them and said, look, we are only fighting because our people are being killed. What can you tell me to say? My uncle has been killed. I showed them the pictures. My brother was killed and beheaded. They removed the head of my brother. Buried my brother without the head. How do you think I feel? And I know it happened to all of us. That's why we are fighting. We are not fighting because only our family members have been killed. Mami Api was slaughtered. I am not from Kwakwa. I have never been to Kwakwa. I have not been to Kwakwa. I have been to Akwaya, but not to that place. But we stand because Mami Api is our own grandmother. Sam Sawyer, I don't know him. I've never seen him. Sam Sawyer is our brother, our uncle, our husband. We have to stand like that. We stand for each and everyone. When my uncle was slaughtered in Kumbu, I was quiet. No one ever knew about it. More than 2 years, I never voiced it out. For more than 2 years, I never voiced it out. But everyone in Bui, everyone in Amazonia was sharing the pictures. Mark Barretta was sharing. Tapa was sharing the pictures. Everyone was crying. Everyone was standing that a brother had been killed. I said, I would die for this struggle. I said, I have seen the love the people have. I will not voice out that is my brother, my uncle. I said, I will not say that is my uncle. I have seen Ambazonian crying for my uncle. I will never leave this struggle. Some of you people don't know the motivation that brought us in this struggle. Some of you people don't know why some of us cannot give up. Because of the love we have for one another. Because of the love we have for one another. Before I end the talk show, congratulations to all Ambazonians. Continue to spread the love. Remember, for the past 58 years, no one has shown love to us. We have been on our own. We have continued to be on our own. I call each and everyone to show each and everyone love. Love is motivation. When you love, when something happened that somebody could have done something bad, they think about the good love that you gave to them. I call all Ambazonians to practice love. Show love to your neighbor. If you have something, one piece of bread or any piece of cocoyam, break it, give to your neighbor a suffering they don't have. If you have something, give to your neighbor. Any little thing that you have, break and give to the other. Before I end the revolution, I want to thank some key people that I forgot. I want to thank all the healthcare people that are taking care of our people. All those nurses, those ones that are retired, that are giving drips to anyone attacked by malaria, typhoid, any type of diseases. All of those ones that I know back, behind the scenes, that are taking care of our people's wounds. I want to thank all of you people. You are doing great job. Let me tell you people that the Ambazonian hospitals will be handled in your hands. Whenever we bring machines, healthcare machines, hospital appliances after independence, it will be handed to you people in your hands. All hospital, all the healthcare ministry of Ambazonia, Ministry of Health will be in your hands. We know who you are. I want to use the opportunity to thank the diaspora. Diaspora, thank you so much. Continue to fund rationally. Rationally means fund with K. I want to thank you for all that you have done. And for anyone that gave money to a wrong place, please, don't think that you gave to a wrong place. It motivated you. It gave you motivation. You are not going to give to the right place because of the past. Let our past be experience to us. The force of experience. Let our past not be a waste of time. Over this month, I lost more than 30,000 US dollars in Dubai business. I'm like, oh my God. I thought it was 20,000. And now when I did all the evaluation with the manager, with the management, I see 30,000 loss. And I'm like, I put my head, if I have to look into that, I will not be live now like this. I have a lot of shit to do this week. Before the end of this month, there's a lot I need to do. I lost more than 30,000 US dollars. But I'm not looking at that. I stand for the revolution. The life of the people matters more than money. I will deal with that behind the scene. So I want to thank all the diaspora that are doing all their best to help financially. I lost the business. We have stopped business. I cannot stop business because I lost some money. I lost 22,000 last year. I didn't stop. I lost 30,000 this year. I didn't stop. That is the force of experience. The reason that I'm going to succeed now in the next target is because the mistakes I did or the mistake my company did will never happen again. So Ambazonians, people, everyone in diaspora that have been sponsoring, you thought you gave money to the wrong path, please don't give up. The only thing you need to do is use that experience now to know how you give the money. I don't want to tell you where to give the money because this is a neutral talk show. This talk show is for everyone and for all the groups and for all Ambazonians. So fund it, don't give up, don't get tired. Use your past as your experience to know how you shall go henceforth. And this applies to everyone, all the groups, all Ambazonians. This is a neutral talk show for everyone. I want to also give a lot and tremendous thank to after the diaspora. I've thanked the diaspora. I also want to give a lot of thanks to our journalists, our activists. This is the one thing I wanted to say at the end before I drop down. I want to thank our social media. When I mention social media, I mean the civilians, all of you that are watching, the population, the activists. God bless you. I want to thank all the bloggers. You are doing a great job. I want to thank all the bloggers. All the bloggers. Even if you made a mistake, you made a mistake because you wanted to free your people. No one ever went to a school to fight a school of war. No one ever went. There is no open school that go to fight to become a blogger, to become a war blogger, a revolutionary activist, a revolutionary freedom fighter, a revolutionary human right, liberty, freedom fighter. No one ever went to school like that. I want to thank all of you people. Your mistakes are ordained, especially when you apologize. Your mistakes when you apologize are ordained by God, and you will use those mistakes never to make such mistakes again. Those mistakes must be used as the force of experience, so we never make it again. So I want to thank all the activists, all the frontliners, all the bloggers and journalists, conventional and non-conventional journalists. I want to thank all of you people so much for the tremendous job that you've been doing. You've done a lot of tremendous job. No one can pay you. No one can ever pay you for that. So I want to thank you so much. All the journalists, all the activists, all the bloggers, in all the media outlets, anyone that uses his Facebook, you are a blogger. Maybe you don't know. Anyone that writes anything in the Facebook, and you are a blogger. Maybe you don't know. Some people think that for you to be a blogger, you must be sitting at home and typing and putting in the website. Anyone that uses, whether Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, or you call sniper or Snapchat, how you call it? All of you using your snipers, whether you call Snapchat, I always say sniper. Use your snipers on Snapchats, and you are doing blogging, sending pictures of our people under impunity, under state of sadness and agony, scorched earth policies that have been subjugated to our people, all the human rights abuses and gross violation of our human rights. All of you people that are going and cleansing, using your social media to cleanse the defamation that are being given to our activists and our leaders. Thank you so much, and God bless you. No one can pay you for this except independence. That is why collectively, and I want to repeat here, because of your efforts, because of your collective efforts, your spirits of togetherness and unity, because we are united in one thing called independence, because of your commitment and devotion, because of your wonderful consistency, because of your determination, being focused, because of your, from the bottom of your heart, your willingness, your ability and capacity to stand and withstand the heat. I want to congratulate all of you. Thank you, and thank you. That is why we say in one voice, only independence. Only independence. You didn't give up. They burned Mame Happy to ashes, so that when you see the ashes, you give up. You didn't. Slaughtered our brother Samsoya, so when you look at how they slaughtered him, you give up. You did not. Burn our houses, our crops, our animals, livestock. You didn't. They rape our women. They rape our women, so that as much as we love our women, we will give up, because we can't allow our women to be raped. We did not look back. They subjugated us to all form of torture. You did not back down. Said that has happened for 58 years. For more than half a century. Decades, close to 6 decades of years. You did not give up. I want to congratulate all of you. Congratulate you. Congratulations. 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 I want to thank our people down there in Ground Zero whose lips are tight, but their brains are waiting. I know what is going on in your mind. I spoke to people every day and I know what they say. I want to salute all of you with 21 gun salute. Your tongues may be tight, but your brains are waiting. Your hearts are deeply waiting for that day. The day when the flag, like this flag, goes up. A day when they sing the anthem, Hail, hail the land of glory, the land of promise, where plenty meeting will be held to match the needs of our children. Our children, like the stars above, the land born with the blood of our soldiers. I know. Yes, I know you are waiting for this day. I know your heart deep inside you. Your tongue may be tight because the enemy is moving around. Your tongue may be tight, your eyes might be closed, your ears might be shut down. But I know deep in your hearts, willingly you are waiting for a day of freedom. A day where there shall be no reckoning and beckoning like bees in the lost desert. I know you are waiting for this day. I know the day of joy, the day of happiness. The pursuit of happiness is the reason why we are here today. The day of our human dignity, a day of honor. A day where we shall own the entire earth. A day where we will feel the earth is in our hand. When I look at your eyes, I know. When I look at our various communities, our destinations, from Akwaya, Donga Majum, Kupemba Neguba, Bui, Boyo, Ndian, etc., all across Muyuka, Mundemba, from Yungdran to, everywhere, Boyo, Kom, Oku, None, Nsen, Kisenyam, all across the entire territory of Ambazonia. I know what is deep in your hearts. You are in the bushes. I know what took you to the bushes. I know what you expect. Refugee comes. I know what you are expecting. I know you will come back home soon. I know one day we shall put the jets, Boeing 77, to carry you from Nigeria back to Ambazonia International Airport. I know. That's what we say, negotiated settlement. Negotiated settlement. The UNs, the America, and everyone that are standing. As the people of Uganda, we are taken from neighboring countries in Boeing 77 to their land. The triumphant entry of our refugees will be alarming. All our refugees will enter the land triumphantly. I know that is part of negotiated settlement. You will not come in small jets. You will come in a Boeing 77. That will be coming and the clouds will be going down. We want to hear the sound of woo. We want to hear the sound of the biggest plane landing, where our people comes out with a flag, with that white and sky blue, with the dove, flocking from east to west, from south to north to south, west to east. We want to see that flag hoisted, and we stand, pay allegiance to our fallen heroes, salute our population, salute our nation, our children, and give the legacy to our children. I know your hearts. I can see across your eyes. I can see in your heart. I can see the tears of joy running. Dry tears are running to you now, but inside you, I know tears are going down. I know you cannot wait. I know. That's why we are standing today, and we are putting an iron stamp to say nothing but independence. When you want to give up, don't forget the life of your people. When you think about giving up, don't forget the blood of our people. Don't forget the impunity, the torture, the maiming, the barbarism, the vandalism to our properties and our people. Remember the ashes of those they burnt into ashes, the Mame Apis. Pa David, remember you will not. What happened in around the area of Bafut? They burnt almost 28 people were burnt after killing them with chemical weapons. Remember, that is why you cannot give up. That's why I cannot give up. That's why we cannot give up. Worst, but not the least, remember the blood of baby Abigail. A 2-month-old baby was shot couple of times, more than 7 times from the head by Cameroon military. A 2-month-old baby, baby Abigail. That is why you will not give up. Remember baby Martha. Baby Martha is a 4-month-old baby, was shot from the head by Cameroon military. That is why you cannot give up. Remember the American pastor. Oh, America, we love you. American pastor, a holy man, a man with many children behind him. Oh, American pastor, American government, why are you quiet? American government, the sanctions to Cameroon are not enough. America, please, the sanctions you have given to Cameroon is not enough. You lost an American citizen in the hands of Cameroon military. They shot him, targeted him from the head. The reason why they did that, giving a dog a bad name in order to kill it. Because they wanted America to target us as terrorists. Unfortunately, America is a sophisticated country with a lot of technology. America was able to extract the trajectory. And with the trajectory, they could see the bullet was shot by a Cameroon trained B from the B infantry. The B infantry that is trained by Israel, all the weapons, everything from Israel. The American government were able to trace out and say the projectile was not from the separatists, from the Cameroon B. They burned down the houses in Kwakwa. And when they burned the house in Kwakwa, they tried to say, no, no, we got it. The Google images got the Cameroon soldiers burning the house and putting chemicals, petroleum, and burning the house. Google images. We saw it today. Where is Issa Chiruma, Cameroon Minister of Communication today? Where is Alain Mebengo today? Where is Belinga Embutu today? Where is Yam Fam Dongo today? Where is Laurent Esso? Where are they? Where is Philemon Yang today? And you think we are not winning? Before I end the talk show today, I have asked this question of where is? And if anyone think that we are not winning, ask yourself, do you think Cameroon is winning? If you say we are not winning before I end the talk show, I would want you to listen to this.
Tonia Antoniazzi.
Question number 1, Mr. Speaker.
Minister Harriet Baldwin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The UK regularly discusses the violence in Cameroon with international partners, including France and the United States. I welcome French...
For anyone listening to what I want to show you here,
joint UN
I want to show you that we are winning bigly and Cameroon is finished and the international community is with us. International community has never been with terrorists. International community has never supported any terrorist movement. We are a people, we are defined, we have a map during our independence, during decolonization of Africa, and we had our sovereignty, we had our government, we had our leadership. We are structured, we have a portion in the world. We came together as a federal state of equal status, and they wiped our federal privileges. Colonized us because of our resources, our gold, diamond, our petroleum, our cocoa, our timber, because of our resources, our endowment, our richness. That's why they came and recolonized us in what we call neo-colonialism. And today, world neo-colonialism is called terrorism. That's why they came and terrorized us. Today, I want to show you this video, the international community standing together for us today. If we are doing the wrong thing, and if we are not winning bigly and fatly, tremendously, people, because of your effort, by the way, because of your work, because of your hard work, congratulations once more time. These people are talking today because of you. Any Oyobo people, white people, or international organizations are talking because you did not give up. Because you stood strong and said, no, you cannot take anything that's unjust. You want what is yours. Justice. Somewhere I read, the right to self-determination is a human right. I did not write a human right. Africans did not write human right. By the way, somewhere I read is a right to self-determination. I have never written any self-determination. I don't. Africans did not, we did not write that. They ruled it by the West and put it in one organization called the United Nations that came together as a result of the failure of the League of Nations after the First World War. The United Nations put together what they call the inalienable human right. And one of them is a right to self-determination and a right to self-defense. You have the right to pick up any type of gun and defend your household, defend your wife, defend your children. If they kill your child because you refuse to pick up an arm to defend a thief or a terrorist, even God will not forgive you. Because in the Bible, David and Goliath, David took the bow and arrow and struck Goliath and killed Goliath. Because the right to self-defense and self-determination is in the Bible. I did not write the Bible. Africans did not write the Bible. We did not write the Bible. David prayed the Bible, and when Goliath came, he took the bow and arrow, struck Goliath and killed him. In the days of today, if David had the atomic bomb, he could have thrown atomic bomb to Goliath. That's why if you invade America, if America will use atomic bomb to destroy you, they will destroy you with atomic bomb. Because the Bible says you have to protect your household. You have to be a soldier. That's why King David, King Saul, King Solomon, they all have the army to protect the people, the children of Judea. And the people of Ambazonia today, the God-given people, must protect themselves. In the days of Moses, in the days of David, if there was an AK, David could have not been using a bow and arrow. He used a bow and arrow because that was what was there before. Our forefathers fought in the days of independence. They used this elephant gun. They were using the elephant gun, the old guns to fight, the den guns. They used because they didn't have sophisticated AKs today, the Kalashnikovs, the bazookas, the Uzis. They didn't have all these things to fight today. And then if we have the M16 and so on, we use it to protect our women and children. It is our right. It is our inalienable human right, and it is in the international human rights. Not even me. In the America is also double in the Second Amendment. We did not write the American Constitution. So, before we leave today, let us see how far we are winning bigly and fatly. What are those people, or Yoruba people in London, America, what are they saying? Listen to what London is saying today. Now we are winning bigly and fatly. And this winning is for everyone. I don't want to hear anyone say it is because this one wrote a letter, this one wrote. Anyone that wants to say the winning is because of anyone, or anyone that says the fact-finding mission is coming to ground zero because of this person that wrote a letter, from the two, that man is a terrorist. That is a bad seed. In fact, it's an Etanganji. In fact, it's worse than a Tanganji Paul. The winning we have is for everyone. Everyone fought so hard. Everyone donated money, whether to the wrong place or good place. You were having the heart to give. If everyone were just sitting like that and not giving, who could have given? Today, some people are giving now to the right place because other people gave to wrong places, and now people coming now today are giving to the right place. So the winning is for everyone. Even if you gave money to the wrong place, it was that wrong place that you gave that corrected so many people that are giving to the right place. Therefore, categorically, fundamentally, you did the right thing, and you are winning bigly and fatly, and this winning is for everyone. So please, una winning. Watch.
Foreign and Commonwealth Affairs, Tonia Antoniazzi.
Question number 1, Mr. Speaker.
Minister Harriet Baldwin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The UK regularly discusses the violence in Cameroon with international partners, including France and the United States. I welcome French support for the recent UK-Austria joint UN Human Rights Council statement about the deteriorating situation in Cameroon.
Antoniazzi.
Southern Cameroon voted to join French Cameroon as federated states equal in status, but this is clearly not what has happened. They are treated as a region made up of second-class citizens. The UK has a duty to the Southern Cameroons to use all available instruments in order to find a solution to the growing crisis, a solution which takes into account the wishes of the people of the Southern Cameroon. Will the Secretary of State meet with me and a delegation of Southern Cameroons to discuss possible solutions?
If you are watching this and you are not pressing that love button multiple times, are you a black leg? Are you a terrorist here? Are you from Yaoundé? If you are watching this, you are supposed to be pressing one big love button. Please press love button. Press a fat love button. Sorry for the message that came on the screen. Keep pressing the love button, the big button, because the international community is watching the talk show. So keep pressing, please, everyone. Press this love button, this thing where you get red before this talk show fin. Be pressing it. Yeah, good. Thank you so much. There we go.
Well, can I start by congratulating the Honourable Lady for getting this number 1 on the order paper today, because it has been a worsening crisis, and the UK has been strongly engaged with our international partners to try and find a way forward. With respect to the territorial integrity of Cameroon, of course the UK recognises the territorial integrity of Cameroon, but we also believe that where there are calls for more autonomy in the southwest and the northwest, that the government of Cameroon needs to engage in an inclusive political dialogue, because currently the violence from both sides is leading to really serious situations for civilians on the ground.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In her discussions with US counterparts about the worrying situation in Cameroon, has the Minister been able to ask them about suggestions that have been made, that resources that they've given to help the Cameroonian government in the fight against terror, Boko Haram, may be being diverted and misused and used in attacks on some of the communities in Cameroon?
Mr. Speaker, as I often find myself saying in these questions, I'm happy to be accountable in terms of what the UK government has been doing. I can confirm that the UK government has extensive discussions, not only with the government of Cameroon, who, as my right honourable friend will know, are a partner with the international community in terms of the fight against Boko Haram and the Islamic State of West Africa in the north of the country. But also, of course, we have discussions with international partners about a way forward in terms of the views expressed with increasing violence by those of a separatist tendency in the southwest and northwest provinces.
Alison Thewlis.
Much, Mr. Speaker. One of my constituents is a member of the South Cameroonian diaspora and is deeply concerned with what's going on. A recent Amnesty report noted the presence of arbitrary arrest, torture in detention and the existence of secret and illegal detention facilities in Cameroon. Does the Secretary of State agree with me that such activities are a stark violation of the Commonwealth Charter? And if so, what efforts has she made as a Minister to engage with Cameroon through the Commonwealth?
Well, the Honourable Lady is absolutely right to raise the range of different human rights violations and abuses that were noted in the statement that we were very pleased that 39 countries signed up to at the most recent UN Human Rights Council. Specifically with regard to the Commonwealth, I can tell the House that Lord Ahmed, the Minister for the Commonwealth, wrote to the Commonwealth Secretary-General recently to share UK concerns about Cameroon and press for further Commonwealth engagement on the matter.
Mr. Philip.
The UK's aim is to be the largest G7 investor in Africa by 2022. Will any of this investment be going to Cameroon?
Indeed, my honourable friend states the UK's policy in terms of aiming to be an ambitious investor in terms of inward investment into African economies. And I can confirm that there are UK companies that invest in Cameroon, and certainly that is absolutely something that businesses are free to choose to do. I think in terms of the political track, though, that we are trying to engage with the government of Cameroon. I spoke to the Prime Minister there recently to encourage them to find a way forward in terms of political and inclusive dialogue that can address some of the concerns that are being raised.
Michael.
Speaker, I spent time in Cameroon in 2013 as a political volunteer with VSO, and it breaks my heart to see what is happening to that beautiful country today. It seems to me we have a very potent mix of contemporary challenges and the long tail of our own and indeed French colonial history here. Can we have a two-pronged approach to this? Can we first of all have our colleagues in DFID tackling the urgent crises that there are with displaced peoples in conflict, and then from her own office a proper effort to get a diplomatic solution here?
Well, the Right Honourable Gentleman is absolutely right that there is an ongoing humanitarian crisis, and earlier this year I did authorise that we would work through UNICEF to provide the immediate assistance in terms of humanitarian needs. Over 400,000 people have been displaced in this crisis, over 30,000 have fled into Nigeria, and I can say that DFID is working in terms of programming, and we're also urging the government to allow access for humanitarian actors into all parts of Cameroon.
Liz McInnes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Human Rights Watch said last week, and I quote, "Government forces in Cameroon's Anglophone regions have killed scores of civilians and torched hundreds of homes over the past 6 months." So can I ask the Minister of State, how many more innocent civilians need to be slaughtered for Cameroon to be suspended by the Commonwealth?
All right. I want to thank you people for watching. I want to thank you people for your time. Thank you so much for all your time. Thank you for watching today. Actually, you can see I'm dressed up. I have to hustle for the next 18 hours. So for the next 18 hours, I have to hustle non-stop. So for that reason, I want to thank you people today for coming. At the end of the day, we have to continue to do whatever we have to do. Because at the end of the day, if we talk and we don't have what to give to Ground Zero or to the people there that are fighting to make sure that we are free, then it is not enough. We want to thank the international community. We are doing our best to stand with our people. A lot of humanitarian needs that we have to do with our people that are suffering today. We want to thank the international communities for doing their job, for helping out too. And it's, you know, a problem to a people around the world is a problem to everyone. No one can say a humanitarian problem can be neglected. So we want to thank the UK House of Lords, the British Parliament, the British government for this wonderful push. Some people might not know this winning is for everyone. So once more, fellow Ambazonians, fellow compatriots, my fellow comrades, fellow activists, trade unions, fellow soldiers especially, Okada men, bike riders, taxi drivers, trade union lawyers and teachers, everyone, fellow activists and journalists, leaders. Let us not forget leaders, because so many times we forget about leaders. We want to thank the leaders. So congratulations to everyone. Thank you, and thank you. Thank you so much for your wonderful job. This is our year of victory. We are going to win big. Let no one try to intimidate you or try to tell you that we are not winning. This is our year of winning, and we are going to win bigly and fatly. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Freedom is coming, and goodbye.